Watch this.
Watch Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hugs. Putting in work, go Rubs. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter still on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay back and swaggy, big rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my Stepp is our special guest, making picks was so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That DF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Botese, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
I'm still them boys.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
That's basically how I felt about the Cowboys. I think Canelo he summed it up. He summed it up for me today. What's up, fellas? What's up, man? It's Sunday
What
night,
up, big
man. Cowboys.
What's up, baby?
Cowboys let us down, man. But you know the good thing is be right. We got Coach Carl, Michigan, man. So he's celebrating championship. What's happening, Coach?
Oh yeah,
What's
he gonna
up,
hold on there for he gonna hold on there for at least 2 years.
Hey, listen, that was the best birthday present in the history of birthday presents. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Listen, man, Michigan got that championship.
Yeah.
I'm sorry the Cowboys lost today, but ain't nothing changed in the last 100 years. So, you know, we still with them boys. You know, they are what they are. They got something else going on with them. I don't know what it is.
They beefing, dog. I don't care what nobody say. Dak, that was like woman issue. Dak and CD, they all got into it. Maybe Dak found out the baby wasn't his. I don't know.
Something definitely happened in pregame, man, because that was real personal. Like you could see in their body language. You know what I mean? Every time, you know, then Dak started forcing the ball to CD. You know, and,
man, I don't know.
Rob in the middle of the field, out that slant to the house.
Man, I don't know, Coach. It was like you remember on 5 Heartbeats when old dude found out his fiance was sleeping with his brother.
Duck tackle.
Yeah, that's how they would be. That's what
That's what it seemed like. That's exactly what it seemed like.
It did, man.
It was bad. It was bad, man. And hey, for everybody that was wondering, man, them Cowboys, they are them one and done boys, man. They are the one and done boys, man. The one and done boys. It's sad. It's sad. It's very sad, you know, that they in the same company as the other one and done boys, man.
But are they lemon booty?
Oh, they definitely lemon booty. They definitely lemon booty of the week. They
so they're
lemon
booty and one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Coach Carr, this is what makes it worse. The Texans made it further than the Cowboys this year. Oh man, oh no, I'm pissed off for at least 6 weeks.
Hey, H-Town live, baby. Listen,
H-Town
was good to me. I don't have no beef with
me. I don't got no problem with H-Town, man. I don't have
no problem with the H.
But even they made it
You know.
No, they got a rookie coach just came in with a rookie quarterback, and
They winning.
hey, man, we got guests on tonight. We got a great show, man. We got
Anyway,
the
I'm
whole.
getting pissed off thinking about it.
Hey, did y'all know this is the first ladies head coach we've had on the Dub, man? We've been in business for a while, bro.
Oh yeah.
And it's our first.
It's the first. Some Title IX shit going on.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
HR said
Yeah, somebody had to call HR. Somebody call HR.
HR sent the memo. It said
Yeah. Say, man.
Ooh, man. Anyway, let's bring our the sister in. There she is. What's happening, Coach Jessica Linson?
What's up?
Hey,
Go.
How you doing?
I'm good. Trying to stay warm.
How's that
It
working
is a
out
little
for
chilly.
you?
So far, it's good. So far, we got up this morning and went to church, and then I was like, "Yeah, we staying in."
And you got the blanket over your legs like your grandmama, huh?
Yep, hoodie.
Is it one of the weighted blankets? Is it the weighted blanket or is it regular?
No, it's not. It's just one of those fleece ones.
Is that the one you leave on the couch?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Don't go
I
nowhere
hate to admit
else.
this. I got a Cowboys one on couch. I'm gonna have to put it in the closet or
You
something.
gotta burn that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something.
We can't be damaging no property out here.
Right.
All right.
No, man, I paid good money for it, Coach. I'm just gonna put it up for a season.
Why would y'all even expect them to win?
Don't do all okay.
That's what fans do, you know.
You gotta have faith, Coach.
Not in them.
Listen.
Not
you
in
gotta have
them.
faith, Coach.
Gotta have
I
faith,
ain't even
Coach.
have a Cowboys cup. Y'all see, I usually
Right.
have a
I
Cowboys
was just gonna
cup.
say you don't have your cup.
Hey, man, it's bad. It's bad.
It's tough out here.
I'm sorry.
It's real out here in these streets, Coach.
We got a champion in car though.
That's right. Listen, Coach. I told him, listen, it don't matter. You gotta have faith. People said the same thing about Michigan. There's a lot of naysayers out there, Coach. A lot of naysayers. And I believe we conquered. We won. We are national champions.
You are.
And we did it in Houston, Coach.
You are.
So B Rise, I have no problem with Houston. And I believe the Cowboys are gonna win today. They just did.
They didn't.
Hey, Swagger said, "What's up, Coach?"
Hey.
Hey, Swag, I said first ladies head coach. We know Walona was the first female coach. First ladies head coach.
I know. I was talking to y'all about that. Like last week, I was like, "How y'all gonna talk about girls basketball but don't have no girls?"
Well,
basketball?
Cal Ward says he's the he's the master of the knowledge of women's basketball. So, but he didn't bring much to it. So I don't know. But I don't know.
Yeah, he know girl ball though. I will say that he knows. Girl ball.
He do.
Well, he definitely know who good and who ain't. I could ask him who good and who ain't. He'll tell me. Yeah. So he's good on that part. Is that coach? Is that Nick? Is that Kimball head coach?
Yeah, that's Nick. What up, Nick?
What up, Nick? Hey man, we can't get you on the show, but I'm glad to have you in the audience, Nick. What's happening?
Yeah, man. Nick need to go full-time Willow. She can feel 16 and 5.
Hey, we got wild girls, Coach. Who y'all with, Coach? Y'all need some Willow wear on out there.
You know what? I was just thinking about that. You need to do our playoff shirt.
Oh, Coach, I need to put y'all some playoff unis too, Coach.
We're Under Armour.
For the whole school district, huh?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, we're Under Armour.
Well, it's funny though, J Mac. I always say that, man. If you notice, all suburban schools are Under Armour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta clean that up.
We do, Coach. You gotta be a pioneer, Coach.
I have no problem.
Yeah, I know you're
I wear
pioneer.
your when Stock was in making them run football, I wear your stuff all the time.
Well, we got to get you some Wiley basketball stuff.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
We'll wear
So
it.
get you
In
right.
a community like that, it will hit and it'll be crazy.
And then before you know it, we'll be rocking Willow on the court. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it, Coach. I'm with it.
I'm down. Let's do it.
All right, and Nick, don't worry about it. I know you're under contract, but they ain't helping y'all this
year. But hey, Nick, you still one time Nick. We need y'all to dub, man. We
Nicky one time.
Nicky one time. We need y'all to dub Nicky one time. Yeah. But anyway, hey, Coach Linson, I want you to talk to us about your journey while we got you here. Then I want to ask you about what's going on in girls hoop because we got two, as you probably know, down south. That's where all the talent is. We got a couple of really good girls teams down south.
We do.
So I want to get your opinion on that. But first, let's talk about Wiley, man. Tell us about your team.
We are Wiley High. If people don't know, there's two schools in Wiley, Texas. It's Wiley East, Wiley High. And last year they had I wasn't the head coach. It's my first year there. I was at Stock before then. Last year they had pretty good year. I think they were like 26-8, maybe like that. You could say they got upset in the first round. They lost to Horn in the first round last year. Got them now. I think they're sitting. Huh?
They one and done girls.
Yeah, that's a culture. Bring me back. That's a whole nother show. I'm not a one and done coach, so. Very.
You like, there wasn't on me.
What say they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
And the past is the past, Coach.
Yeah, we don't even bring it up.
Right.
We break out. If y'all ever come to a game, we break out by district champions. They know. We at least going one, at least. They haven't went past the first year, I want to say, in like first round in like 20-some years. It's been
you got to change that, Coach.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. We're like 16-6, something like that. Just got third place in the Coca-Cola. We're tied for first in our district. We lost to Saxon by 4. We're in a good position. If we do what we need to do, I think we may shock some people.
Okay.
So what makes y'all special this year?
We got a good mix of old and young. A very, very good mix. We're led by like an unsigned senior, Peyton Miller. She's probably averaging like 15 and 10. And then I start 2 freshmen, 2 young babies.
Okay.
And they're probably averaging like 10 and 5. So we just got a good, just like healthy mix of old and young. And then I start a junior, Micah Lovelace, who's just super athletic, just kind of the glue kid that does all little small things for us. And then I start a sophomore that we moved up off JV. She like 6'2", but she's just coming in and hold us down because my starting point guard, she broke her wrist.
Hey,
y'all are young.
Yeah, we're real young. My starting point guard is sophomore.
Because when do you tell me this? What's the biggest difference between DISD girls basketball and Wiley girls basketball? Just the cultural difference.
Good question.
Yeah. Okay. So if you don't know, like my history, I started out at SOC like 9 years ago. So I was there for 2 years. Then I was a head coach. Then I went to Lancaster. I left Lancaster and went to Plano East, where I was the regional finalist. I was one and done last year. Ward.
Hey, that's not fact check. Hey, Cal Ward.
He's ready to help me.
When it comes to the off season,
I know.
Him and Todd, they ain't got nothing to do in the off season but fact check everything you say.
Yeah, they do.
Fact check you.
They
At
fact
all.
check everything.
At all. So went to Plano East and then went back to SOC. But like before that, even as a younger coach, I coached at Den Geyer, North Crowley. I was started out at Cedar Hill, so I've seen both suburban and inner city. You know, so I've kind of seen both worlds. To be honest, Carr, it's just exposure to the sport. Like those kids out where I'm at Wiley, 75% of them, what's up, Chris, have been playing since they were like 7 years old, like 8-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? So they just got exposed really early. A lot of times what I noticed in DISD, they don't start playing till, thank you, Noble. They didn't start playing until like 7th or 8th grade. You know what I'm saying?
You get a lot of love in the chat, Coach. We might have to
Look
make
at- I
you
know,
a
look at
co-host
that.
over here, man. You can't even get a sentence out without giving a shout out. You did? I mean, I'm loving it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving it.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
already
bring more. You need to come more often, coach.
So that's the real differences that you see. It's just an exposure to it at an early age. And of course, it's some funds, it's money. Like my kids have the ability to train and to skill.
Develop.
Yeah, and to develop.
So here's a question for you then.
Mhm.
What is it like? Why don't they have the same opportunities that the guys have, right, in the inner city, right? So when we're talking about inner city, like where are the inner city AAU teams for girls?
They don't have them AAUs of money revenue.
It's only like 2, right?
It's money. It's tapped out. So when I first started coaching, y'all remember Marcus Jackson, Tiffany Jackson's father? I coached for him in DFW Elite. So at that time, we practiced at Life Oak Cliff. I never forget. He had 2 kids, 2 girls from Skyline, a girl from Carter. I just coached the young babies. Hey, Ricky. I just coached the young kids. So at that time, it was somebody tapping into the inner city. If you go look in the AAU world right now, from Drive Nation to Pro Skills to Software Elite, San Antonio Finest, that are big time, the rarity of an inner city kid it's rare. You're not gonna get one.
Or are there any, right? So let's say if we
The
took
Urban Heroes
okay,
practices at Hutch.
that's one, right? So let's say you took the southern sector, right? And you just say, okay, we're gonna go from Adamson, Molina, Roosevelt, Sock, Kimball, Carter. Could you not find 7 girls that can go out and compete
At a level, yeah.
at
You could.
a certain level, though, right? Like they wouldn't be able to compete at a high level.
No. But at a level, you could. But that comes with finances. Somebody'd have to sponsor them.
Right.
You talking about the entry fee in the AAU tournaments is $500. The entry fee. Then you talking about a family, an average AAU ticket to get in an AAU tournament is like $30.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's crazy. I'm glad my daughter only played 1 year. My daughter only played 1 year at AAU, and I was happy that it was over with because girls is way different than boys. Like,
so
we
it's
had,
more like
go
ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's more like a country club sport now, right? Whereas those are the same liabilities that golf has, same liabilities that baseball has, softball, right? You know what I mean? It's
some
those same
degree.
issues, right? That it's a financial issue.
Yeah, to some degree.
And then it's accessibility, correct?
And it's a family sacrifice. Like, you know, Waco La Vega, the guard. I don't know if y'all watch girls basketball in 4A. KP Drive Nation had 3 kids from Waco La Vega, and I thought that was big of them from having those kids from that area. But that's rare. And they Drive Nation is on the Nike circuit, the EYBL circuit. So these kids are playing at the top level in the nation. But it's very, it's rare. And Ward makes a point. By the time, like my kids, like for example, my freshman I have that can play, Shamad Johnson, example one of them. She's been playing on the EYBL, which EYBL is the Nike circuit. She's been playing on that path since she was in 5th grade.
Oh, so wow. It's the same, pretty much the same, right? By the time you get the same thing you just said, by the time they get to 7th, 8th grade, I played so much more basketball than you that I'm way more developed than you. Yes. You know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, I guess, you know, you play basketball, you get better playing basketball.
Yeah, Coach, it's too late.
Coach, I want to ask you this, Coach, since we're on this subject. What age? Because I felt like I waited too late to put my daughter in basketball. Like she didn't play basketball; she was in junior high. Mm-hmm. So, is that something that they probably should start like really early?
Yeah. So, like my daughter's 6, right? She doesn't play on a team, but she skills at 6.
You teach.
She probably won't play on a team till she's like 8, 9, because we're choosing for her not to pick up bad habits. But if she doesn't pick up a ball before middle school, then it's too late. We don't need to try out for what?
And that's crazy. I mean, I want to give my daughter credit. She was 18. She's been a starter since she's been playing, but she also quit. She was just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I felt like she didn't do it long enough to catch the love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But it becomes for girls, you got to think girls have so much to compete with.
Yeah, I mean, the attitude, girls,
drill team.
Yeah.
They have other options. So if you look, I know y'all don't pay attention to girls basketball like that. Most girls teams don't have freshman teams, even in the northern section. They combine them and they have JV2s because the numbers are so low.
Ah. Okay.
So the numbers in girls athletics are dropping, period.
Mm-hmm.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's.
And this is how the Coca-Cola tournament. If y'all see this picture, I got the picture up. I want to show a shout out to Swag. Swag took these when he was covering the holiday tournament.
You see my assistant?
Huh?
Kevin Rogers.
Yeah, I just want to know who's.
He played a sock.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Okay, yeah.
I was wondering who the tall guy y'all be having dressed up and stuff. I be like, I feel sorry for that brother, man. He be dressing up like y'all and stuff, man. I be like, wow, what he do to get punished? Is that the freshman or the sophomore?
She the senior. That's the unsigned senior. That's Peyton Miller.
That's the one you said 15 and 10, right?
Mm-hmm. She can play. Peyton can play. Mm-hmm.
That's her again. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Somebody mentioned your game day dressing in the chat. Is it some? What's going on with that, Coach? Talk to us.
I've always been like that. So my mentor, she doesn't dress up anymore, is Andrea Robinson at DeSoto. And when I was a young pup, we used to dress. It was very important. Very, very important. We used to be in a color scheme. And a lot of why I do it now is as an African-American coach, them kids look up to it. It's exciting for them. Everywhere I've been, it's a big deal. Like you wouldn't think it's a big deal out in Wiley, but my kids get a kick about what we're wearing, what color we're in. We're just trying to give them something to look up to.
Okay.
That's
I
easy to
noticed.
do.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't notice it until the girl in Texas that's from DeSoto. She was doing it. I think she
Yeah,
kind of.
Sydney.
Sydney Carter. That's it. She
Mm-hmm.
kind of made it. I guess more popular. I don't know, but that's when I noticed it.
Yeah, no.
That's
I'm now when COVID people started doing the sweats, but I don't like sweats like that. Nick, she didn't play for me. She was there before me, but she didn't play for me.
Oh, okay. So I was looking at the standings. I showed, and let's welcome Swag. Swag, I'm gonna give you a chance if you want to ask Coach something. I know you want to talk to your coach. That's one of your favorite coaches. Oh, your boss. You probably was screaming, hating at the Cowboys. That's why you over there hard. I hope it lasts for 2 weeks. No, but I was saying that y'all second in district. Y'all probably make the playoffs. So
we will.
What is it? What is it about you? Would you get? Do y'all get one more chance at exactly? I saw they was
Yes.
first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we get one more.
Okay. Now it look like y'all. Do I need to share the screen for everybody? I'm looking at they record. Y'all want to see it, Coach?
Yeah, I want to see our record.
You want to see it? Okay, hold on.
Y'all need to come to the game.
Hey, whenever you get closer, I will show up. I hate the way they do the girls. They do the girls just wrong. Y'all play at the wrong time. I swear.
Yeah, we gotta check it out, Cole. We gotta check it out.
Come on.
Who y'all be 65-5? Who is that? Golly.
They lost this horn. I don't know what's up with that. How y'all lose this horn? They get hell. I mean, 65-5, Coach. Coach, I'm gonna report you for child abuse. Y'all beat somebody 65-5. Come on, Coach. Was it necessary?
Hey, I've been on the opposite end. I've been on both ends.
So, did you press the whole game?
I did. For real. I would say I did. I would say.
Man.
Can I get what was your opinion about that Gremlin?
What'd you say?
No, I was saying the Gremlin girls that beat somebody like 111 to whatever.
Man, we all practice. We all got the same amount of hours, and I've been on both ends.
So, but Coach, you gonna keep pressing those?
DeSoto beat me 68-37. Y'all think she stopped pressing me?
Well, she was on the point to you. She don't like you.
She loves me. You think she stopped?
It don't matter. So you used to work for her, right?
I did.
Okay, so she had to whoop you.
That mean that. She ain't got. She ain't gonna.
She had to give you the blues, Coach. You can't take that one personal.
I'll take any, but Argyle whooped me. I didn't complain.
So what was the Argyle score?
Yeah.
71-44.
71-44.
Did y'all even get off the bus?
They put a clinic on us.
Did y'all pinch?
Shit. They got a hold.
Now hold on, this is why I got a problem, Coach.
What?
Coach, y'all lost against Wiley East. Now I got a problem with y'all losing against Dub East.
We certainly did. Why?
How y'all lose against Dub East?
Because it was a tournament and I didn't care.
Okay.
I knew I was gonna have to see him again.
Okay.
So why am I?
Y'all beat Langston. That's your old school. How was the game against Langston? Did you have any mixed emotions?
I played them before. I played them many times.
Did you want to beat them? What about Gladewater, Coach?
Yeah.
South Garland, Coach. You know what, Coach?
What?
Coach, I'm telling you, Coach, you didn't shake these folks' hand after you beat them.
I did.
No, Coach, you can't be shaking these folks' hands, man.
I shaked everybody's hands.
You got a lot of Claude Mathis in you, Coach.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that now. Don't do that. Y'all know I know football. Don't do that now. Don't do that.
I'm just saying you kind of like beat up on folks, coach. Like when you get a chance, you do got a lot of clown
Yeah,
in you.
man, look at that.
Got a lot of clown. You got some DeSoto in you. I'm just gonna be
No,
honest. It's some
Yes, you
DeSoto
do.
in you.
no, I don't. Would y'all say the same thing if Ford was on here from Duncanville?
Coach, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
the same thing if I'm beating you 87-18. So
Nah, he's smacking. I'm just making sure everybody's getting the same.
oh yeah, coach. Listen.
I'm just making
Listen.
sure now.
Well, coach, because it looked like you still shooting threes. You know what I'm saying? And you still
No,
pressing.
we working on stuff.
And you're going full court press. Coach,
No, we
you
working
already
on
knew
stuff.
you already knew it was working when you was up in the
Cal
second quarter
Ward
when
told
they
on
only
you.
scored 8 points.
We working on stuff.
They
Cal Ward told on you. She said he
Where?
said you gonna press all day, every day.
I do press for 4 quarters. I do. Variation. I do.
Come on, coach. God.
Hey,
Hey, coach.
We
that's
don't
why
run
them
the
shows.
same press though.
I know you was working on full court, half court,
Yeah,
corners.
it's some
Yeah,
variations.
yeah. It was still press though, coach.
It's some variations. Variations of things.
I
Variations.
got you. It's still press though. You still trying to create turnover, coach. I got you. We with you.
Man, I'm scared to go through the rest of these schools, man. Y'all want to go through the rest?
I don't know, man.
It
Coach
gets
a
better.
bully over
It
here,
gets
man.
better.
Coach a bully,
Coach,
man.
you a dog.
Bully, man.
Like you ruthless, coach.
And I take it. If I get hit up top of my head, I take it.
Well, you got hit on top of your head.
You got hit. Oh,
And
look
no
at it. I see you
complaint.
got that lick back. You got that lick back against Wild East, I see.
Yeah, she did. She did.
I told you.
Okay. What happened with Newman Forest? They didn't want to post it.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna text my assistant right now and be like, why it ain't posted?
Yeah.
Did y'all win?
Faith Family got a girl.
Yeah, we won.
Y'all beat up on them.
But Faith Family gave them a run
That
for
was
their
a good
money,
game.
coach.
It was a good
Yeah,
game.
that was a good game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You just got
Coach,
out
we
on
gotta
the
talk
good.
about Lincoln. We gotta talk about Lincoln, coach.
See, we can talk about
Was
it.
that-
See, look, I'm open.
That's the holiday
got a
tournament.
hold of
I
you,
heard Lincoln got a good team though.
It did. It got a hold of my little Almo kids. It got a hold of us. It was a lot. It was a lot.
They took it to the hood like, hey, come here.
We played at WT White, and it was, you know how WT White set up. So it was like our bench, their fans were about 75% of the gym. And before the game, they were like rooting for my kids. And then my kids came out, they were like, oh, coach, they're clapping in our faces. I was like, oh my gosh. They're yelling at us in the stands. Yeah, it got a
They
hold.
wanted y'all.
Bad.
They was prime prepping you up.
Oh, they were clapping, barking in the stands. My little pumpkins were. Whew. It was.
They was in trouble.
Yeah, it was. They was in trouble.
Dang, coach.
They did good though.
Coach, are you familiar with Breonna O'Connor, the young lady that got fired? But you know that actually happened.
Oh, I've seen it for her clothes.
Yeah, but yeah, she got another job, man. She got another job like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later after that happened. That actually happened a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she's coaching.
She in Louisiana, right?
Charter school team.
So y'all want to know?
Get on the show.
Car, you want to know a funny thing?
I do.
Dressing like that, dressing up, is really only an issue in African American schools.
Well, I think it's a jealousy thing, Coach.
I've never had a problem in suburban schools about it.
Well, I still think it's a
100%.
Yeah, it's yeah. You know what I mean? But that's us though, man. I hate that about us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you'd be surprised at how many people actually support that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The majority of the people in our community support that.
They do.
You know what I mean? but you know, it is what it is.
They do.
Coach, y'all got any Saturday games? Y'all ain't got no Saturday games.
No. What? Why would I have Saturday games? My school we have 5 gyms. I don't got no Saturday games.
You ain't got to be stunned like that either, though, Coach.
I'm just
Yeah, you didn't have to just throw that out there.
You should have had 6 sets for the feature.
You right.
That's right. You
We
would've
just
lost
need to
the Saturday
rebound
y'all
that
had.
game.
Y'all played on Saturday.
Yeah. Why? How many times y'all done played South Garland? Twice?
Yeah, we're beginning. We're at we're 2 games in the second round.
Oh,
that's bad, Coach. That's bad.
Yeah, man.
Coach, you was still pressing this whole game. Like the most they
I
ever
was-
scored was like 7 points, and you pressed. Coach,
I
you a
was
bully.
it.
Yeah, you did, Coach.
You a bully, Coach.
You got a lot of
Don't say it. That's disrespectful.
I wasn't gonna say Jerry Tartani. What's my man name at Arkansas?
I like Jerry Tartani. Oh yes, that's my
Nolan
guy.
Ryan.
Nolan.
I mean Nolan Richardson. That amoeba,
Nolan
that
Richardson,
40 minutes
yeah.
of hell. That
I'm gonna give it
amoeba.
to you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know, it's all good, Coach. You know, but I wasn't gonna be disrespectful.
It's okay. B-Rise, y'all got the invite.
Already. Oh, we there, Coach.
Y'all got the invite. Come to a playoff game.
Well, yeah, Coach, because we can't go to one and done now.
Okay. Yeah, come to round 2.
No, we coming to round 1. We're going to witness history with you.
You want to where?
We're going to witness history with you.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
You know what I'm
did it
saying?
in Plano East.
Who do y'all think y'all gonna match up in the first round? Like how does playoff seeding work in basketball? Same way?
Oh, okay. So you know, like in football, it's big schools, small school. It's just 1 through 4.
So whoever's in that district, 1
Yeah.
through 4,
So like.
Then what district would y'all play in the first round? Like
District 10, which is Mesquite, Horn, North Forney, Rockwall, Heath, Roy City, and Tyler Legacy.
So you probably gonna get Mesquite Horn, huh?
Right now, it's a cluster. It looked Rockwall is sitting in 4th right now. Roy City is a surprise of that district. They undefeated. They done came from nowhere.
So who do you match up with better?
In my opinion,
Yes.
Probably like Rockwall Heath. When you get Mesquite Horns, real athletic. Roy City, they're real athletic.
Hey, did you see that? Did you see the girl that threw the oop to the other young lady, and she dunked it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
So,
yeah.
So do you see like where do you see girls basketball like moving forward? Like where do you see the that next evolution of the game as far as girls athletic wise, whatever?
I think you'll see more dunks, like these hyper athletic kids. Like the chick from South Carolina, Ashley Watkins. I think you're gonna see more of that. But it's purity to girls basketball though too.
Because of the fundamentals of the game.
Ashley Hogan just asked me a question. Please talk about parents of young children. What is the best advice you can give as a high school coach? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
It's a great question. You know what the biggest challenge these kids are going through right now? It's not even skill, it's adversity. When they get to high school, they're struggling with, a lot of times they can be super, super talented in middle school. And a lot of time middle school, which is no offense to middle school coach, I was a middle school coach. They kind of don't know how to handle them. So they kind of get to do what they want to do in middle school, and they're not coached like they're in high school yet. So I think as parents, you almost got to put them in situations where they have to fail and they're not the best kid. Because when they get to high school, when they have that, it's like the kids don't know how to deal with it. it's like they want to quit. They begin to act out. So I would like putting them in. If you got a kid that's really, really talented, make sure they're not their best on their team. They might be on the best on their middle school team, but like AAU, make sure they're not on the best kid on that team. Put them through some adversity so they're prepared for it in high school. IQ too. IQ. Make them watch basketball. Like a lot of time, my kids struggle with just watching the game. They hate film. They they don't understand it. So start exposing them early to like watching themselves, watching other kids, watching college ball, like sitting down and just watching ball with them, just so they can have like a better understanding when they get to high school.
That's great advice. That was the problem I had with my daughter. It was crazy because my daughter, her mother was an All-American at Wasatch. Mm-hmm. She was an All-American, went to college, freshman All-American. She was really good. So it's like I never understood why it didn't. The skills was there, but the love of the game wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And I believe it wasn't presented to her at an early enough age to where she just loved. Like my son played football from flag all the way up, so it wasn't no problem for him to get up every day and want to go play football. Mm-hmm. But I feel like basketball, because we didn't want to put it on her too fast. She played soccer all the time. She loved soccer more than she did basketball, even though she was good at basketball. Mm-hmm. She just didn't want to work at it because she was like, hey, it's just something to do. Mm-hmm. So the minute adversity hit, she was like, I just go be on student council. Just like, hey, and it was a good team. They had a good team, man. Like they junior high team, the seventh grade year, and I forget his name, Coach Allen. You know Coach Allen? I want to say he might coach. He's at Red Oak.
Oh, he was at Zoom Walk when I first got to.
He was at Zoom Walk.
I tried to hire him. Yep, I tried to hire him.
Hey, Coach Allen is a great coach, and now his daughter is a baller. I can't wait. I can't wait to see her at high school. But when Coach
she's
Allen
still in middle school,
she's an 8th grader now.
Yep,
she's an 8th grader. And,
she can play.
She can ball, man. She can ball. Mm-hmm. I mean, she was hooping. She was out hooping like She was taking them junior high kids in 5th, 6th grade. Like she was going there to junior high.
Yeah, she can play.
I think who can ball. Coach Patterson, Coach Sid Patterson, daughter from Lincoln.
Yeah, she can ball. Yeah, she can play too.
She can ball.
She can play too. She gonna be big time.
Yeah.
See, that's what Ricky. That's I don't know if you know Ricky, my brother-in-law. So yeah, that's my daughter's name. Jayla can hoop, man. My baby just didn't want to, She was just like, I'm smart. I ain't got to play.
Girls are like that. I mean, I deal with that out in Wally. It's kind of like I can play if I want to play. If I don't, like girls are like that. It's not a with Kevin being on my staff, we talk about it all the time. It was an avenue. Basketball was an avenue for him to get out of his situation.
Right.
A lot of time with girls, they're smart. It's other things they can do. It's other things that they can venture to.
Now we talked about AAU. Now is Team Lex the number one team going around AAU right now? Because I heard that a lot. I hear about.
They're top. They're one of the top. AAU's divided up into circuits. So you got Adidas, you got Under Armour, you got Nike. So they have all the DeSoto girls, majority of them. Well, yeah. 50% of them.
Speaking of which, man, what do you know? I mean, you played them, so kind of give us cause it's a big game Tuesday. I don't know if you know this or not.
It's huge.
Your whole thing.
No,
it's a big game going down Tuesday. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's huge. So
So
our playoff pathway is through them. So in the second round, we play the fourth. It should be the fourth place seed, and Lord willing, if we make it past the second, the third is either going to be the first and second place. So I keep very close watch, very very close watch of that district.
so give us a preview. Cause I think I'm gonna pull up at that game. Where's that game at?
It's at
Is this at
DeSoto. It's at
Nah,
DeSoto.
okay, I won't be going to that game.
Yeah, when they played at Dunk, if I remember correctly, Swaggy or some B-Rise might be able to help me. Dunk was up, and then Amari Biles came back, put it on her back, and DeSoto missed some clutch free throws down the line. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
that first game was the first game was standing room only.
Yeah. I mean, you got all that talent. You got like DeSoto, I think, got like 3 top 25s in the nation in that sophomore class. And Dunk is Dunk. You know, Mariah Clayton's probably one of the unsigned. You got Chloe, KK, the little freshman. So, I mean, that's a game.
You know the funny thing about that? I want to take a moment and give a shout out to somebody special when we talking about that. Shout out to Coach Lehman, man. Ford, what a hell of a job. I mean, you stepped in last year for the boys and lose one game the whole entire season. Now you're the head girls coach and you just dominated. So shout out to that brother, man. He's doing his thing over there at Duncanville High School.
I mean, he's got them ranked in the nation. They're playing they playing good ball. They're gonna press you. Y'all talking about my pressure. That's a different.
I saw your pressure. In the BISD tournament. Y'all look real good. I like what y'all did to Humble. Y'all damn sure humbled them. I think the sky's the limit for y'all. You know, it's just like football. If you want that championship, it goes through Duncanville, DeSoto.
Yeah.
So you got to get on the court, and hey, anything can happen on any given Friday, Saturday, or Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't play on Saturday. They got 18 gyms, so they don't play on Saturday.
They will in the playoffs.
Playoffs, we might. If we make it that far, we might. Yeah, KK is very underrated. Very, very underrated. Yeah, that game could go either way. But I really see the home advantage. You know what I'm saying? I really see. I really think they're gonna split. I think they're gonna split.
Yeah,
do you follow boys basketball a little bit?
Soto gonna have them refs. I'm telling you, Duncanville ain't gonna get a call that game.
Are you following 6A morning basketball this year, Jessica?
Yes, I do.
What thing about Plano East?
Okay, so funny story. Y'all know I was at Plano East. Those kids were young.
Jordan Lim?
They were young.
Yeah, Jordan DJ? Yeah, boy.
Yeah. They were. I coached DJ's oldest sister, who is at SMU playing right now, Denavia Hall. I coached her.
I think DJ is probably the best player in Texas right now. Hands down. Underrated. Yeah, and Jordan right behind him. Jordan right behind him. I think this is the year. I think Plano East takes the championship this year.
Coach, can you talk about the different sneaker circuits versus the independent AAU teams? Ooh, okay.
Hey, before you answer that, Coach.
Yes.
Before you answer that, Coach, you do know Ricky got like the next Kyrie Irving coming up, right?
Does it?
Okay.
He get to the money?
Yeah. No, Rick. That's probably why he asking, because he got. I'm telling you, Lil Bray. Hey, I call him Kyrie, Lil Kyrie, but I hope he go football route, cause he a hell of a DB wide receiver too. But he cold. I think he only like in 7th grade. Like he young, but I'm telling you, boy is cold. But go ahead.
Different sneaker circuits AAU. So I have coached with Nike EYBL for 2 years. I coached the Pro Skills, and this upcoming year I'm coaching with Drive Nation. So your major ones, you got Nike, which is EYBL. Then you have Adidas, which inside of Adidas is like 2 levels. It's like 3SB, and then it's like another one. And then you have Under Armour, which there's like, it's the same thing as Adidas. So it's like UA Rise, and then like you got like regular one. And then there are like independent teams that like aren't affiliated with a team. You know, like Anthony Black, I think 3D Empire was independent. They weren't affiliated with anybody. I think it's all about the needs of your kid. You know, if the EYBL is you know, they say it's the best. If you look at it numerically, most of the kids that go D1, most of the kids that get drafted, blah blah blah, they come from there. But it's some great Adidas, you know, like Team Legs, San Antonio Finest. It's on the boys' side, you got Southern Assault, that's Adidas. You know, from Under Armour, you got Texas U, that's the big girls. But then you got like Showtime for the boys. So I think if you just go with what fits your kid, what your kid needs, what the fit for your kid. A lot of times when you're getting in them shoe circuits, it's just access and gear. You know, you just get a bunch of gear. You're traveling a lot. Some of them take care of your fees. Some of them don't take care of your fees. And it's really about who you're playing in front of. Like the advice I would tell parents when you get in that AAU and you may have a kid that like wants to play at a level and you really, really think they may have the potential. Know your kid. Don't get in it wasting money, throwing away money. You know, you traveling and all over, and there's no college coaches at your court. You playing in court 101. You know, like you, excuse me, you got to know what your program's going to do for you. And making sure you're getting the best accessibility for your kid in your situation. Of course, when you're playing on those EYBL teams, you're going to be in a court full of coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I say college coaches going to come to the gym no matter where you at. It don't matter. So if you can play, you can play.
So I take it.
Well, let me just say this real
Hampton
quick.
is going to be in EYBL.
Well, let me just say this real quick.
I
As
said,
a
so
coach,
that means Hampton going to be. Now go ahead, Sweat. Go
let me
ahead,
say this
Sweat.
real quick. As an AAU coach myself, for all y'all out there, y'all want to play on a good team this year, you need an AAU team, come to us. Dallas Elite. We the real deal. I just had to say that.
Did you just go Suge Knight? Did you just go Suge?
Hey, we trying to get some
Did
players
he just
this
go Suge Knight?
Nah, she's my AAU.
He just went Suge Knight.
Let me go for my team right there.
Is it girls, boys,
what circuit
Nah,
they on?
we boys.
Okay.
We play like with we play with Showtime. We play with Southern Assault.
Okay.
We play with Pro Skills. We play with all of them.
Hey, what y'all wearing, Swaggy?
You wanna make us some jerseys?
Hell yeah. Why not?
All right, I'm gonna hook you up with Coach Galen then.
Oh, Gill Strap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Raiders, yeah.
Now you know Coach Ward finna be on your bumper talking about your AAU coach. Now you know he already on Google right now.
Yo, baby, Dallas Elite. We the real deal.
Now I was saying, Coach, young baby Hampton, what circuit she gonna be on?
Whatever fits her.
Well, I mean, you calling the shots. I'm pretty sure you know what fits her, don't you?
Whatever fits her. She needs to be with somebody that can coach. That's gonna prepare her for the next level. It might be an independent team. Because if she can play, she can play. The coach gonna come.
That's true.
So
Now,
your
see, that's
priority
the
get
real
over with
talk.
the coach. Everything else works itself out.
Yeah, just as long as she's coached well.
Right.
As long as she's coached. She's developed. I'm sorry. Better than coach. She's developed. She's developed.
I like that word. Coach, we gotta have you back, Coach. Like we
I'll
gotta
come
make
back.
somehow we gotta make you like. Hey, I just got followed by one of your coaches. I think you know Miss Catlin.
Who?
Catlin, that was her name.
Cook. That's my assistant. Oh, Worry, Coach Worry. That's my assistant. Yeah, Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
I'm finna get y'all
I've been
all up
drinking.
north.
Hey, I'm gonna get there, but it's not gonna be on a weekday. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's kind of far. I need you and them 32 gyms you got to do some Saturday game.
I'm gonna send you the link so you can watch us. But Bar and B. Rod said they're coming to watch history in the first round. So you have to be at the first round game. I will make it at 7:00 for you.
And it might be on Saturday, J Mac. You never know.
It ain't gonna be on a Saturday. I hate Ward.
No, it ain't gonna be on no Saturday, boss. Best she can do is 7:00.
Right.
Hey, Coach, we gotta negotiate this, man. We gotta do some. Could you go ahead and dub there? We coming to cover the game.
It's either gonna be on Monday or two. The last game of the season is February the 6th. We're either gonna play on that Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, most time the first round be like on a Monday night at 6:30.
Because you want quality officials.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Warren, I love you. Salute to you. Don't let them hate on you. I appreciate all my followers. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm really close. I'm like 950. So y'all go hook
We'll get
up.
everybody in Wally. I'm gonna send it to my admin. We'll get you up. We'll get you followed.
Hey, thank you. Give me to 1,000. That's all I want. But then we're gonna send them to the YouTube channel. We're gonna send them to the YouTube channel. But I need to get at 1,000. I do a lot of work on Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
No, really. But all jokes in the land of girls basketball, it's gonna start shaping up probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks because everybody's just getting to getting into the second round. But Region 1, that is the I don't know how much y'all pay attention to it like that. That's that South Grand Prairie region. We'll call that the South Grand Prairie region.
Oh.
It's gonna be somebody. It's probably gonna be South Grand Prairie and somebody. I like South Lake. Y'all pay attention to South Lake. Jordan Wash quiz.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Well, me and Coach Dodge, we like real homies and stuff,
Well,
Hey,
they play
Jessica.
good ball over there. They play good ball. They play really good ball. Those the 4 sisters, Jordan Wash sisters.
See, Ward.
What is
Ward?
Hey, Jessica,
Johnny's been around for a while.
I had a chance to watch.
They love Johnny.
I had a chance to go watch Forward Eastern Hill. I had a chance to go watch Forward Eastern Hill versus Dunbar girls. Dunbar got some killers. Have you seen them?
I did see them. 4A is gonna be La Vega.
La Vega running it. Now, can La Vega beat Lincoln?
Hold on, I'm finna look at the alignment.
I think I got my son.
They may not even see each other. They on
but
opposite
they both
sides.
right?
Hold on.
They gotta see each other in the playoffs. Ain't
Nah,
no D1, D2. They all gotta play.
Right. They keep winning, right? They keep winning.
Hold on.
Now, what about my little homie from out there in West Texas? That the little Mexican girl. She be clowning. Yeah. How tall is she?
She about 5'8".
But she got a little sister
she
that's
be
cold
balling like
too, right?
that?
Yeah, she can play.
She got a little sister that's cold too, right?
Yeah.
Her
That's
sister,
what grade she is.
dude, her little
She
sister
a
hit like
junior.
40 something the other night.
Yeah, she a junior. But I ain't gonna say the problem. They got to go through 5A. I know Ward was on here talking about this, and this is somebody that's coached in both levels. 5A is way more difficult to navigate than 6A.
They play better basketball.
Yeah, and 6A is just top heavy. You know what I'm saying? So you got the Duncanvilles, the DeSotos, SGP, Cedar Hill, and then it's the second tier. So it's the South Lakes, the Boswells, the Little Elms, the all of that all mixed. So, like, if you look at Region 1, you can fool around and win Region 1. Like, it'll be a South Lake or a Boswell. Like, they'll make it down the state. But in our region, you going through the gauntlet. Everybody's all sitting in our Stepp. That's what I was just saying. La Vega's Region 3, Lincoln's Region 2. They not gonna see each other to stay.
Oh, so it have so they both from what you saying, La Vega pretty much gonna make it. It's whether or not Lincoln can make it.
La Vega's tough. La Vega's tough. Like we played them in a showcase. They beat us by 4, but I was just impressed with the amount of ball. Like, they know ball. Like, them kids wasn't just out there just running around. Like, Marcus does an excellent job. Like, them kids know ball.
So they got a male coach?
Marcus Johnson. Marcus Johnson.
How you feel about the male coaches?
What you mean?
Basketball. I mean, do you feel like it should be women coaching women, or you don't have a problem?
That don't bother me. Anybody can coach. You can coach. You can coach.
Right. Hey, Coach, you want to know a fun fact?
Go.
Here's a fun fact. So when I was 15, I coached my first game at 15. Right. We was in a church league. We was playing at Lincoln, and we was playing in the church league. And Brother Dav didn't show up. And so we was in the championship game, and they told us that we couldn't play without a coach.
Mm-hmm.
So I coached that game. And I had to sit my brother on the bench because he couldn't shoot free throws. We won. Right? But we won, Coach. We won. I won my first championship as a coach at 15.
You got it in your blood.
Yeah, and then I did, J Mac. I told him to come sit down.
I believe it too. I believe it.
My kids know it too. You can't shoot free throws. You can come sit down in a tight game. I can't have
you had to come sit down, Coach. He couldn't shoot. He couldn't hit not one free throw, Coach.
Yeah.
And the game was on the line. I was like, nah, you need to come over here with me, bro.
You embarrassing us.
And then, Coach, I am undefeated in basketball.
Okay, so I'm not surprised because some of the best assistants I've had have been football coaches.
Yeah.
And a lot of the basketball stuff I do is football based.
Yeah, Coach, listen, let me tell you. Here's my theory, Coach. I told them kids, I don't care how you score, just play defense.
Yeah.
Just play defense. Just play hard on defense. Don't run down there and shoot quick threes. Pass the ball 2 or 3 times. If you open, shoot it. If you miss it, so what? But get back on defense. And that's how we won.
That's my philosophy right now, and I coach. Just play defense. Shoot the ball.
Hey, let me brag for a minute. I do have a basketball championship. My 12U team from straight out of Red Oak won the championship. Yeah, and they beat a 13-year team to do it. So let me brag a little bit. And, my whole team was number football players. The whole we had one true basketball player. He was a tall white guy, but he was like dirt. He could shoot. He was the Matt Stepp of the crew.
Were y'all down there fouling? Were y'all fouling people?
Hey, no, we played good defense though. I'm telling you, you couldn't pass on us when we
I
pressed.
bet it was the
I had
2-3
number.
zone.
Hey,
love
I had
it.
number cornerbacks and linebackers, baby. Hey, we was gonna intercept the pass, or you gonna get fouled trying to go to the hoop. That's what it was.
Because we that 2-3, we trapping everything in the corner, coach.
Ain't nobody flashing to the middle punishing y'all for that.
Hell no.
Okay.
hey, I know you know who Matt Stepp is, right? That's
Yes,
my guy.
I do.
We ain't had Matt on. Yeah, we ain't had him in a while. What's up, Matt?
Not much, man. Just licking my wounds after that ish mess that I watched a couple hours ago. I had to go buy myself a big old cookie from Mr. Jim's Pizza to drown my sorrows.
Hey, man, just imagine how it is for me, man. My old lady a Saints fan, so she over here just talking mad shit. Like,
yeah,
she like, yeah, come sit on the couch. Come sit on the couch.
So I turned my wife into a cynical I turned my wife into a Cowboy fan, but she's like a cynical ass Cowboy fan, and she's like, they gonna choke, they gonna blow it. And so, and sure enough, she's like, I told you so. I don't know why you got your hopes up. Now y'all mad. And I'm like, yeah, ruin my night. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm mad too. I'm mad too. But anyway, I got one last question for you, Coach. Do you want to stick around when we're talking a little football? You welcome, Coach. Paul, I'm like, we're gonna get you a Dub shirt. You the Dub up in here. You know what I'm saying? We love the Coach. And you get the salute. Hey, I need that salute when you give Satchel your lick back. That's for sure. I need a salute.
Well, if you would come in person, we could salute together.
I'm gonna try to make it, man. It's not.
You said that. I'm gonna be at the first round of the playoff game. That's when
Hey, we're gonna have your shirt on.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, B-Rise.
We'll be there.
Like for real, Coach, because I believe you're not gonna be one and done like the Cowboys.
No. What's up, Snoop?
Oh, look who showed up. Look who showed up.
I'm trying to.
My man Snoop. What?
Oh, there we go. Trying to get in there.
You know how Snoop feeling right now about them Cowboys. He hurt.
Yeah, we all heard Snoop. Snoop ain't got nothing Cowboy on either.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we heard you.
We hear you.
Okay. What's up?
Therapy session. It's gonna be a therapy session tonight.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
I got a question. Hey, man, I'm glad you're here, brother.
I need some dub in my life tonight.
Hey, man, we here, dog. Hey, man, we family, dog. We all got to come on together. We got to get through this. You know what I'm saying? And we just welcome another one. We just welcome another one to the family. We got Coach Linson, man. She part of the family, man. I'm tell you, I don't care what nobody says. She family. I'm getting her a shirt
Coach,
out there. What size you wear?
A large.
Coach, you did a great job in that tournament. That was my first time seeing you coach out there since you've been at Wiley. Did a great job with your team.
I appreciate it.
Great job.
That means a lot coming from you. I appreciate that.
Appreciate that. I know you'd have heard it from these guys right here, or you wouldn't even be on the show. Yeah.
I didn't tell you funny story. I was almost Kimball Knight.
Really?
Snoop, you don't remember that?
Oh, you right. You right. You right.
Who didn't hire you, Jessica? Who didn't hire you?
Who didn't hire you?
No, what? No.
Oh, Snoop.
Go tell him the story.
Yeah, that was true. He wanted to hire me. He wanted to hire me. He did.
And what happened?
Y'all think I got all the stroke over there at the K. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
he did. He wanted to hire me.
You do carry a big stick over there, Snoop.
I didn't say that.
Let's not pretend that you don't have 80, 85, 90% of the say so.
It was my first time it stopped. Snoop wanted to hire me. But
that's a big say so right there, Will. Big say so.
It's true, Snoop. Listen, everybody, if don't nobody listen, I don't know, I ain't gonna say that. Everybody in the world know that when you say Kimball, that means Snoop. I don't care if it's track,
Everybody.
tennis, wrestling. It don't matter.
Everybody.
Everybody know.
And when
you
you've
say
been
Kimball,
connected with a place, as long you've been there as long as I've been there, you know where all the bones are buried. You know.
Yeah, you do.
I've been there a long time, so guess what? My name should be in there somewhere.
Well, listen, man, there's nothing wrong with it. You have done so much for that school, man. Just even on the peripheral, man, that it ain't even funny, man. So, yeah, you done did it all. Player, coach, alumni, supporter. You know, the only thing you didn't do was hire Justin, but you know, we'll get over that.
That's it.
We'll
That's
get over
it.
Hey, Jessica. Hey,
Sir.
it's right on time. I got a question, Coach. How do you feel, your honest opinion? Because you're on the dub now. You know, we don't do that PC talk. You're on the dub. So how do you feel about the men's coaching that fails and then try to turn their way over to the girls?
Somebody sent you that.
Is that? I mean,
I'm just asking the question, Coach. I'm just asking the question.
You asking Jessica? You ask Jessica that, or you ask me?
Are you asking Snoop?
I'm asking Coach Linson. I'm asking Coach Linson.
That's you, Jessica. You Coach Linson.
I feel a way because sometimes those men don't take it too lightly when a woman beats them. They seem to be a little bit more emotional. That's just my own personal interactions with those that I have had with. It's no disrespect because people got to get jobs how they get jobs, but you know, if you coming over there, they just tend to be different. That's the word I'll use.
Example, please.
Right.
I work in Wiley. That's the offline conversation.
Hey. Okay. I got it.
Let Coach take this.
Let me chime in on that because I'm trying to find out. Like you said when male coaches fail, is that did I hear right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find out, like, it's the difference that you fail or did you not get your head coaching opportunity? Like some of the guys, I'm trying to find out who failed and went over to the women's side, or was it some guys that they've been grinding and getting their first head coaching opportunity on the women's side? Like who failed? I mean, I don't know who failed and went over to the women's side.
Well, I mean, it's just an example. Well, I'll tell you what, I ain't even gonna say we ain't gotta say fail, but we can say maybe they haven't gotten an opportunity on the guy's side.
Yeah, I don't think I know some guys that haven't got opportunity. Like, I mean, you got Neiman Ford over in Duncanville, where you saw what Neiman did when Peavy stepped out. So I mean, he's definitely qualified, whether it's male or female. I mean, then you got Keelan Jones. Keelan Jones did a great job at South Oak Cliff, I thought. And he's trying to do the same thing at Hillcrest. I mean, I just think good coaching is good coaching. I mean, Melissa can go coach on the male side. She's not going to become a bad coach coming to the boys. Carlisa Dixon's not going to become a bad coach if she came to the boys. I mean, so I don't really think that. I just think those guys got somebody recognized that these guys hadn't got their opportunity, and they gave them opportunity, whether it was a girl's job or a boy's job. Someone recognized that they had ability.
Yeah, 100%.
That's all it takes. A lot of time, people don't pay attention. People go to the games and they just look at wins, losses. There's some people out here that can really coach. They just don't have talent. Like, you got to really pay attention to people sometimes. If you pay attention, like you see guys sometimes when they get to this job and you be like, how are they having this success now? Like, I mean, it matters. That stuff matters, man. It just matters.
Yeah, I say it all the time, man. You can't confuse coaching for talent and talent for coaching, right? They're not the same thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
When you see teams that have a lot of talent and they're really, really coached well, 9 times out of 10 they're winning championships. You know what I mean? if you see a team that's extremely talented that is not coached well, they'll win 8 games a year because they're better than everybody. You know what I mean? I'm just hypothetically speaking football. So out of 10 games, you'll win 8 games, but you're not going to be a disciplined team. You're not going to be a team that's going to go past the first round, different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you see a team that you like, man, if that coach has some kids, they're always going to be in the fight. They're just going to be outgunned at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Yeah.
And that's what you try to do. That's what you try to do as a coach. That's what you try to do as a coach. I mean, if we all had the answers, we win every year.
Yeah.
You win every year. If you had all the answers, you just want to position yourself to where when you get that right group, you know, that you got a foundation in place to be successful. I mean, I hear you guys, y'all recognize some good coaches out there that's not winning championships, but y'all recognize that they're building some things. I hear y'all talk about it all the time. Y'all, you know what your eyes see. You know what I'm saying? You see the talent. You said they're getting everything they can get out of that group of kids. That's all you can do as a coach. I saw that with Coach Linson at the tournament. You know, I saw Jessica. She's getting what she can. She's getting everything she can get out of that group of kids. And we'll see what they look like at the end of the year, because it's all about the end of the year. That's why we all sad right now. The Cowboys. It's all about the end of the year. That's it.
But J-Mac, you hear that? I followed the Snoop recipe. I didn't care about that Wiley East game. It didn't matter.
Well, while y'all not caring, I cared about the last game we played. The last game we played, we won the championship. So I don't know what y'all.
Congrats, Will.
Right.
Hey Snoop, let me play this for Will, for we can calm Will down. Let me go.
Hey, before y'all say anything, I want to get since every show gets recorded. So I don't need it in writing. I don't need my stuff in writing. So when this show right here gets picked up by DraftKings, by the volume, when y'all get picked up by these big podcast companies, I want to make sure that I got my segment on the show once a week or once a month. Lock me in there. Because it's coming.
I guarantee you. Hey, Snoop, you know me.
When the big money folks come by the show.
I'm with you, Coach. Hey, I'm loyal. Whoever will make this run.
J-Mac, I ain't gonna be drinking no coffee either on your show. I ain't gonna be drinking no coffee.
Hell no, you better not, because it ain't welcome. I'm probably gonna get endorsed by Drink Champs or somebody. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know it.
Hey, I can tell you one person who ain't gonna show up. Swag.
No.
As soon as we go big time, he gonna break off, go start his own podcast.
He gonna go start his own DeSoto. Swaggy got his own DeSoto podcast.
We ain't gonna even get a single out.
First of all,
Swaggy got Bobby Brown written all over him.
All over him, Coach.
All over. He got B Brown. I'm a B Brown fan. You got B Brown written all over you.
Coach, he done called himself Bobby Brown before, Coach.
Oh, really?
First of all, let me just say this. First of all, I can't help that I'm him. That's first of all. Second, I never leave my brothers. I had opportunity to do that plenty of times. I had people hit me up left and right. Even some of my so-called friends, I ain't gonna say their names. They hit me up left and right, and I didn't leave, so I'm not going nowhere. I'm him. I'm me.
You definitely. Yeah, you are. Hey, let me say one thing. Just in case our internet gets cut off or somebody get cut off, because you know me, Will. I always appreciate recognizing greatness. I don't never let that go by. Matt Stepp, let me tell you this, my brother. You have done an amazing job with high school sports.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay,
Appreciate that. That means a lot. Appreciate that.
Especially with football, I'm saying the things that you're doing over there, and then for you to come in here and spend the time with these guys like this, like that's why you built that name, like that brand, like that, because you get it out the mud. You working.
I appreciate that. I dabble a little bit in basketball. I did. Basketball was actually my sport at Everman, so I dabble. I dabble a little bit.
What?
Yeah, I just want to give you your flowers, my brother. You working, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. It means a lot.
Hey, Step. Before we do transition over, because we do.
Let's turn this show up, man. Let's go, man. I'm on here now. Let's go.
Before we transition over, hey, first,
we roll. Let's roll. Let's go.
Listen, if you ready to exit, you can. If you want to stick around, you're welcome. It's up to you.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you. When we get closer, I'll come back.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Salute. Hey, send me the information. I'm gonna show a better game. I don't know which one though.
Let's raise the intensity. Let's go, J Mac. Do I need to go fix me one?
Hey, go fix you one, because we gotta get the lady out first.
It's okay. Y'all have fun. Get my shirt. Car be riding. See y'all at the first game. I'm gonna call you. That's it. Nice meeting. Nice seeing y'all. Snoop, y'all got it.
Yes, man. It's gonna get grimy. It's gonna get grimy, Coach. So salute to you.
I don't want to get on here and then they go political. They get all politically correct when I get on here. Come on, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go there.
Hold on, we finna go there.
Hey, man, can you hear me?
Let me get Coach.
Can you hear me, J-Man?
What's up? What's up, Swag?
I'm gonna send you something in the inbox.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you, Coach Linson, man. Hey, send me all the information. We're gonna pull up at a game. We're gonna cover some wild.
Okay, I got y'all.
Jessica, I need that hoodie in a 2X right there.
Oh, I got you for real. I got you, Snoop.
When I get that, then I'm gonna come to another game.
I need it in a 3L section. I need it in a 3L section.
So everybody needs a Wiley Girls basketball hoodie. That's what we're saying.
Hell yeah,
the hoodie.
Okay.
I don't know about them. I don't know about them, but I do.
I got y'all. Card, I'm gonna call you.
There you go.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Hey man, that's Coach Linson, man. Hey man, shout out to Coach Linson. Now, Matt Stepp. Where you at, Matt?
I'm right here.
Okay, man. Before we get on to this realignment, man, because I'm curious to know about how Snoop feel about Kimball going to 4A. Basketball and football, right? But before we get there, Snoop, can I get you to just give us a quick overview of the boys' basketball? Tell us how bad Everman is first, and then just go ahead and
pass that. We ain't what we used to be. We ain't what we used to be.
Well, it's a lot of us that it happens. That happens now. I mean, I got a chance to see them like early in like a fall shootout, and I really didn't know how many kids they had coming out of football or whatever. So I can't really say what I think they're gonna be at the end of the day, because I hadn't got a chance to double back and see them, But they didn't look that good that early. But I figured out. That thing about that NFHS channel. You can always go watch a lot of basketball, a lot of games that you didn't go to. So that's what I try to. I can't be in every gym, but I like to go back and watch plenty of games on there, and see what I see. But I'm gonna tell you, man. I think it's gonna be one of the most exciting Februaries. One of the most exciting Februaries in North Texas that we've seen in a while. Because like in the last couple of years, you kind of knew who was getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? We knew, we knew Kimball. Kimball had a chance to get out of here in 5A. We knew some teams were good enough to sneak them. Lancaster was young. So we kind of knew that last year. This past year, with Duncanville out, we really didn't know Coach Bacon did an amazing job with DeSoto and just grinded their way on through the regionals and made it to state, which, I mean, that's what happens, man. When you get these veteran coaches, like they're coaching for one thing, you know, so they understand. I know a lot of people always come back and say, you know, Snoop had this thing about late in the year, but when you coaching for one thing, you know, like you use these games, you know, you watch Coach Todd and these guys right now, like you know what you're playing for, and when you get there, you kind of know what level, what you need to look like. You don't need to measure yourself against another team. You know what your team need to look like. Like I didn't really have to measure my team against somebody to say if we good enough to win state. You know, you can see it in practice and do the season. We got this, we got that, we got that, we got this, and we got that. So it's like that's one of the reasons these teams in North Texas always get there, because these guys are committed to playing the toughest schedules. They committed to playing tough schedules. They're committed to finding out, are we good enough to make it to state? Like these guys are not chasing regular season wins. They just not. These guys are chasing trips to San Antonio. That's what all of them chasing. You see Faith Family right now, you know, those guys are in Class 4A, and they pretty much know that they on a head-on collision with Carter, and Carter know they on a head-on collision with Faith Family. I like what Coach Love did this year. Coach Love, he knows that Faith Family they go off and play a really tough preseason schedule, and you look at Love. Love took his team out nationally this year, you know, and went down to Florida and went to Lubbock, and they won that Lubbock tournament again. You know, that's a big tournament out there. They went out there and repeated as champs, and but it's a different look about this Carter team right now. They got a different look. One of it, they mature. You know, we all know that Love can coach. I mean, you know, sometimes I know that a lot of time we hold guys to winning a championship. Only one team can win a championship. You know, like, you know, you can't say all these teams are bad because they don't win a championship. But in these different classifications, only one team can win a championship. And you got to realize, I mean, if you go back and look at Coach Love's resume, Coach Love done lost a lot of games in the regionals to teams that went on and won the championship. So it's like that one team is the only team that's stopped him from winning it a lot of times. So the one thing he does is he trusts what he's doing. He trusts what he's doing. He's doing the same things that he was doing back when he was at Spruce, when he got his first head coaching job. His kids believe in him. He had this group of kids when they were freshmen and sophomores, and they got a different look on their face. I got a chance to see him over there against Houston, Washington, which is a team that played state championship last year. And that was a state championship type of environment. The level of competition was state level. And I'm interested, man. I mean, not taking anything away from any of the other teams in 4A Region 2, but, you know, that Carter team is going to be tough. They're going to be tough. They can really defend you when they need to defend you. And, you know, I think that they could play any classification right now in the playoffs with the lineup. I mean, you got a freshman guard that Love pretty much has committed to since back in August. When I saw him against Houston, Washington, he doesn't look like a freshman anymore. You know, and that's big for him. That's big. I mean, he just don't look like a freshman. He really don't look like a sophomore. You know, he looks like a junior guard, and his teammates trust him. They're looking for him. And the biggest thing about it, I think he feels like when you watch him play, he feels like he's that guy that should have that ball in his hand. You know, and I really like that about him. But I love the Carter team, man. I love that team right now. But that district, what's the district with Duncanville and DeSoto? What is that? 7-6A or
11-6A?
11-6A. Hey man, let me tell you that. Let me tell you this. Every night, you don't know what you're gonna see in that district. It is really good. You know, it's some good coaches in that league. And the crazy thing about it, it's gonna be some good coaches who are gonna even go to the playoffs in that league. Like, I mean, what are people gonna say? I know we measure, on championships. Like, what are we gonna say about these coaches if they don't even make the playoffs? You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's just the nature of the beast, right? Like sometimes you just run up against people who just had that year. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like, like just because
sometimes Snoop, you just sired in the hope.
I want to go back. I want to go back right quick because you made some validated points. You know how much I love Carter. I love Carter with all my heart. But there's another team out there that stands out that Carter and Faith family both better keep my eye on. And that team is forward Eastern Hill Highlanders. They are not the number one team in the state for no reason.
Well,
Eastern Hills is the real deal.
They are. But Eastern
Hills,
the real deal. Eastern Hills is 4A Region 1.
No, they will face Faith family or Carter in the regional semifinals.
It's Eastern State, right? Eastern Hills is Region 2.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
I was talking to Fatty about it the other day.
Whoa.
Fatty was my teammate at Everman, so I talk to him all the time at Eastern Hills. They're in District 9, Coach.
Wow, the game just changed. You right.
You know the funny thing about this,
hey, it just changed right there.
Yeah, I met him on actually went to one of their games, their tournament game in Chisholm Trail. I had a chance to meet him after the game, let him know what I do and everything. Ever since then, he invited me to every game they have now.
Yeah, he's a good people, man.
He really hooks me up and everything now. Like, I'm really a fan of Eastern Hill.
He was a good player too, man. He could play. He was a good player in his day.
He was. No, I know exactly who he is. Yeah, I know exactly who he is. Let me tell you this though. I love Eastern Hill's team. Don't take anything away from them. But I just know what I know, and I'm looking at what I'm looking at. And
my concern about Eastern Hills, Coach, is I don't know if they have that deep playoff experience, regional tournament.
There you go.
You get to the regional tournament and that lemon booty kicks in. It's a different game.
Right.
Last 5 minutes of the game, guys can't get into their sets and they get nervous and they start turning the ball up. It's just different, man. I don't think Hills has been to that point yet.
Matt Stepp is a basketball guy. You heard what he just said? Guys can't get in their sets. And let me tell you this, man. Let me tell you this. And all of you guys on here that have coached at a lot of different levels or played, there is nothing like a group of kids that feel like they owe a coach. Let me tell you this. That group of kids, that Saturday that I saw Carter over there, they treated that game like a championship game. I saw the grown folks step up. The grown folks said it's grown folk time right now. And I'm telling you, that group of seniors do not want to let Lyndon Love down. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. I'm just telling you. That's dangerous.
Hey, Snoop, I'm going to do one better, Snoop. Cole Williams is very the hell underrated. Very.
Oh, yeah, he's
Cole Williams is very underrated.
So that's who I thought when I went to that game. The freshman looked like he belonged, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't look out of place. He like he belonged on that court without question. Yep. But I thought the way Cole handled that game down the stretch, I thought it was one of the most amazing things. Like to me, Chance is gonna be Chance, but Cole allows Chance to be Chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just at the end of that game, you saw that, man. They seniors, man, and they've been playing together since they were sophomores.
I'm gonna tell y'all this though. One of the biggest things that kind of has people when they go see Carter play, and people kind of scratch their head and say, man, Chance ain't what y'all saying he is. Let me tell you this: the one thing Chance gonna have to do, and Chance ain't what y'all in the playoffs he is. Let me tell you this: Chance is. Oh, there go. Look at the best defensive coordinator in the state of Texas. Cal Ward that showed up.
Dub DC.
But
I just came to replace D. Rise, man. I saw the back signal go up.
Yeah, you're tagging him out.
All right, let me go and slide in for my boy.
Shout out to Montel Williams came on.
Yeah.
See, what a lot of folks realize is this: people want Chance to hit 30, 4-year game. You're not gonna get that chance. If you go watch Carter play, we gonna get a chance. It's team ball. Think of team first. If you see Chance stats, you'll probably see 8 points, but you also see like 10 assists to go along with it. He looks for his teammates.
But that's gonna
That's
change.
That's
That's
gonna
gonna
let you know. I have SMU already.
That's gonna change in the playoffs.
Exactly.
But can that be because he's scared of the moment? Because I mean,
No,
I hate to
hell
have to
no.
be the devil's advocate, but I'm sorry, but you ain't beat.
No.
Whatever. But you ain't beat the team you need to beat to go to state.
And I think that's one of the
sometimes you just
conversations
not
me and
better than
Ward
them.
had last year, though, Snoop. Me and Ward had that same conversation where we was talking about in that game against Faith Family, he has to show up. You know what I'm saying?
He did show up last year.
Right.
You know what
He
I'm saying?
showed up last year.
Huh?
I thought
He
he
showed up big time last year. He showed up last year by himself.
Like I think to me, and I could be wrong, Swaggy. You know what I mean? To me, when I say step up, you can visually see him put that team on his back. I didn't see that.
I don't think he's
So
that type
so
of
wait a
offensive.
minute.
He's not that
Wait
type
a
of
minute.
offensive player.
So you just see the beginning of the game?
Yeah, he not.
Well, Swaggy, how you start the game and how you finish the game?
He not that
No,
player.
the guard play took the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, he not. Yeah.
Listen,
The
man,
guard took the ball out of his hands.
I don't understand all that. I don't understand all that. You're not gonna
The
take the
guard play
ball.
got selfish last year.
You're not gonna listen, man. I don't know all that swag, and I'm gonna defer to you as a basketball guru. However, to me, you're not gonna find a way to take the ball out of your best player.
They did last year.
Whether it's going through him
But
to
you
get
said
to
the
somebody
coaching
else
was
or
bad.
whatever.
No. Cal, Givens, and Cole tried to take over last year.
If I'm the coach,
They tried to take over.
I'm saying get this guy the ball.
Is he? Let me ask you this: Is he their best player, or is he their best offensive player, or what?
To me, Cole is.
I mean, is he their best? Is he their best player, or is he their best offensive player? Because I think Cole is their best offensive player.
I think Cole is the best player.
But Cole was there last year.
He right there with him. I still think Chance. I still think Chance is that guy, because you know the one thing.
Okay, we played Albany last year in the regional semis in Commerce. Chance hit the first couple of threes, and from there it was just an ass whooping. Like when he owned, he's owned. When he had him in
Okay, Swaggy. See, I was at that game, and I'm with you. I don't care about that. I'm talking about when you playing the defending state champions, the top dog, the La Creme of the La Creme. Do you show up?
Hey, I got to point out one more thing. Will. He also has a broken hand.
Go ahead,
he's playing with a broken hand.
See, it can't be an excuse now if it wasn't an excuse the game before.
Let me ask a question. Will, we got the defensive coach over here, Kyle Ward. When you get ready to play a team, you identify the best players on the other team. Am I right or wrong?
For sure.
And you go in and you say, he not beat me tonight. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, somebody else got to beat you.
Somebody else got to beat you, coach. So you got to give some of these coaches credit. Like we saying that these guys are the best games when you see, like, people are saying, they sitting there saying we got to stop Chance. We got to keep Chance off the offensive glass.
I will. I got a story with what Snoop saying. So my junior year, Snoop was the head coach, and we played the Colony, right? So they had both Wright and Deron Williams.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
Yeah, boy.
And they had a third cat. I can't remember his name, but he went to Rhode Island.
I know you're talking about.
Bam Harmon. That was his name.
Ben Harmon. Yeah, number 4.
Bam Harmon.
No, what's that number 4? Blake number 4.
So we went into the game, and it was like 2 of them can't get off at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think the first half was Bracy Wright, and the second half was Darren Williams. But it was a fourth cat that we was gonna make him beat us, and we lost to him in overtime. He had 28.
Yeah, 28.
Yeah, a career night.
Yeah.
We lost by 2 in overtime.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Kyle, think about this though. Kyle, think about this.
That's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying is that coach didn't stop going through Darren Williams. So whether Darren Williams had to pass that ball to the open guy, that ball still went through him.
Yeah, but
you might not have let him score.
You're talking about a different player, Will.
Yeah. Will,
Chance is not the quarterback.
Okay, wait.
Yeah. The people I'm naming are offensive specialists. That's not necessarily his forte. Like, he's a really good basketball player, but he's not high volume offense. So
right, but when you say that he scored 21 the night before, and when they went on that run, I expect him to be able to do that again.
Let me.
That's all.
Will, let me ask you this, Will.
The ball was stuck out his hand.
We got a big football crowd on here right now, so I like to use football analogies and all that right now. Let me ask you this.
And we're about to transition over to it, so go ahead.
I got, but Will, let me ask you this. Will, let me ask you this. Who do you think on Sox football team on the offense, who do you think was the best player on the team?
Danny Green.
Okay, let me ask you this. You saying Danny Green because Danny Green had the ball in his hand. I think the Sox coaching staff will say they offensive line because they ran Danny Green and the other running back. They said when it hit the fan, we trust these big boys up front to whoop your team.
Okay, but when it hit the fan, the person you relied on too was 21.
Oh, I'm a Danny Green fan too. My eyes show me Danny Green too. But
what I'm saying is, you could say yes to offensive line, but even I'm gonna put. Let's use that same analogy. So last year when Sox was playing, not this year that they lost, the year before when they won it,
right?
They still had a good offensive line, correct?
Number 0,
right? But when 0 came, baby, them shots became 90-yarders, 80-yarders, 70-yarders. Those became big plays. They wasn't just 10 yards here, 15 yards there. They were to the house.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So it's a difference.
I'm saying we want Chance to be something that Chance is not.
I get that, and maybe I'm looking at Chance wrong.
Chance going to
However, I'm looking at a guy who's going to SMU.
But I'm saying
Chance going to SMU. You talking about we don't want Chance, bro? You going to a P5 school, and you said we should want you to take over.
And you say he a role player?
No.
You said he's a role player on a high school, on a 4A high school team, but he's going to a P5.
I'm not saying a role player, but he's an impact player in his own right. He's not a. He didn't get the.
Coach, he's going to a P5 school.
Hey, let's have that conversation with somebody. I can't have that conversation with y'all right now. Go ahead.
I'm listening to you, Snoop. I hear what you're saying. You saying
you're not gonna get that out of Chance. You're not
right.
Okay. But you know what Chance gonna do? You know what Chance? When all these dudes is scoring 30, all these guys is getting 30, and then they gonna get to college, and they're not gonna get no playing time. You know what Chance gonna do? Chance gonna be playing 15 at 17 minutes as a freshman, doing the same stuff he doing right now in high school. He gonna be doing that in college at 6'7", 6'8".
All right. So define his game right now in high school. What is his game?
He's an elite role player.
He's a winner.
I can't call him a role player. He's just a glue guy. He's like D'Angelo Allen was for me. You know,
that's
he's
a role player, coach.
Who? D'Angelo Allen won 3 championships.
A glue guy.
A glue guy. Hey,
a glue guy.
But he played in both
states. You want the dub? You getting the dub, coach?
Here's what I'm saying.
Here's what I'm saying.
To me,
who ain't no role player? Who ain't no role player, J Mac?
Well, listen, I'm gonna trust your eyes, Snoop. Right? You won 1,200 state championships.
Oh,
I'm gonna trust your eyes. Okay? But I play 2K.
There we go.
I'm gonna play it tonight when I get out here.
He gonna get the ball.
Hey, you ain't gonna get. Hey, if you waiting on that, you ain't gonna get that from Chance. That ain't Chance.
That's all I'm saying.
Basically, Carter don't stand a chance to get fake family.
I think they do. I think
Man,
they do. I think
it'll
be a good game.
It's the year of Coach
You might say fake family this year. You ain't say fake family this year?
Huh?
You ain't seen Faith Family this year?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Faith Family is rocking. They rocking. They're not Faith Family as always. They're beatable. Very beatable.
And this is my last question to you, Snoop, because we gotta get into some football. We gotta get into this realignment.
Yeah.
But my last question, and I want you to stick around because I know you know your football too.
I like to sit around and hear it. Yeah, I want to hear it. Go ahead.
Man, I want you here every week. I just can't get you here. But hey, look, I need to know, man. Our powerhouses are looking weak, right? Kimball, Faith Family, Duncanville, Sired in the hole. For the most part.
They record.
So what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, what's the problem?
What's the problem with what school? Tell me the schools again. You said
Kimball, Faith Family, cause Swagger just told you Faith Family ain't shit. That came out of his mouth. And Duncanville.
Okay. Well, I mean, at some point, you know, you gotta reload a little bit. You know,
we're all young.
You young, but you know, I mean, let me tell you.
We ain't said that in years. When was the last time we said that young?
Well, I mean, it happens sometimes. J Mac. I mean, my thing is this. I think Faith Family and Kimball. I think they trending in the right direction. I think Duncanville, I think they're missing a little physicality. You know, they got some talent that's young.
They got no big guy.
When the game, well, I'm talking about even on the. I'm just saying, even on the perimeter, you know, none of these teams really big, but you know, when they play in their district, they playing, you know, like the Waxahachie game. I mean, those guards are big and physical, you know, and it's just like, you know, when those guys' time come, it's gonna come. But right now, they just going through it. They going through it.
I can do you one better. Hey, Snoop, when I was scary shit, it's your heels only sophomores and juniors.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna have problems. That's why they're gonna have problems.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That's another year.
So hey, we talked about freshmen. We talked about
J Mac.
What up?
J Mac, let me ask you something, okay? So it's not the same. I don't want to compare identically, but I'm just saying, like, we haven't even got to February yet. Like, the second half of district is just now getting ready to start. You know what I'm saying? Like, teams that got an expectation to win a championship is certain things you got to do. Whether you win or lose, you got to do it to grow them kids up. You got to grow them up, you know. And then when the playoffs is over, all the developing is over now. Now it's all about who's developed now, and they ready to go. Now all the 10-man rotation, 11-man rotation, that's over. That's over. I mean, Kyle will tell you, you know, at Kimball, our deal was, you know, we playing for 7 games. 7 games. When the playoffs start, we playing for 7 games. I don't care if we come in second, third place. One year we lost 13 games, you know, but I had three football players that I had to wait on, 3 starters that came off the football team because we were so bad with young players. When those 3 guys came, we lost 2 games during Christmas. We lost the second week in January to SOC, and then we didn't lose again until the state championship to Yates. I mean, you know, you got to develop your team.
I hate to sound old school, but I don't give a damn about the pain. Just show me the baby.
I will say this real quick. I will say this. Carter's 18
I don't give a damn
right
about how much it hurt. I want to see the baby.
Carter's 18-5 right now.
Better be mine.
All 5 losses. Chance ain't played and never won no losses. Not one.
Hey, you know what?
That means he ain't made it to the floor.
Hey,
he's been hurt.
J Mac,
all 5 losses he played in.
J Mac, you supposed to want to see guys play the right way, play like a championship team right now, because you don't have to go to practice with them, you don't have to go in the film room with them, and guess what? You damn sure don't have to explain. Hey, and you don't have to explain to nobody at the end of the day. It's all about the end of the day. Because guess what? Not because guess what? You can lose all them games. If you win the championship, what you gonna say?
Congratulations.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. Hey, J-Man, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm about. I'm all about, in this business, I'm all about the bottom line.
Ooh. All right, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this while we're on this subject, and then I'm gonna drop it to you, Swaggy. Think about this. Think about this, J-Mac. Not this past year, not this year, but last year, after Kyle and those guys won the first championship, when they started off slow, what were y'all saying?
I already knew.
They not going back. Yeah, I didn't say it. A lot of folks like
now this year, nobody fell into that because y'all saw the end results.
Mm-hmm.
But that first year,
I said, and Ty got mad at me because I said if you wanted to get socked, this was the year to get them.
That's what you said. There you go. You said this was the year.
I said that at the beginning of the year. I said, if you want to get socked, this is the year to get them.
But guess what? The people that's in there with them every day, they know if they're getting better or if they not getting better. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to get better. You got to get better. Because it's all about the end of the day. End of the day only. That's it.
All right, Luke, my last B-Mall question for you. Plano East, what you think about them?
They good. They good. They good. They like playing with each other. They respect the coach. They dangerous. They dangerous. They might not lose another game.
They 23-0 right now.
And they don't really have any high major recruits. I do think it's some guys on their team that should be getting recruited a little bit better than what they're getting recruited.
Jordan, DJ, the little Tony King and shoot threes. I'm
gonna tell you this.
They look like they've been playing together for like 10 years. They're
That's
really,
what I'm saying.
really
I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes kids get punished from being around good coaching because coaches, a lot of times college coaches look up and they say that kid is only successful because of the system. You know what I'm saying? Like they get punished from being around good coaching. Plano East is they're a well coached ball club, man. They are really well coached. I mean, coaches doing.
I went to that. I went to that Plano East.
I don't know if they'll lose to anybody else. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at trying to find out how do you beat them. Like, I mean,
so you don't think you ain't got a chance, Coach?
They do.
They beat them already. They had to beat them.
They beat them, but no, they do. They do.
Nah, because they got the best player in the state to me.
They got the best player in the state. Those two teams, it's all about. Plano East played better than them round one. They played better.
I was at that game. That game was live, man.
They played
that was
better.
A great game.
What round did Plano East lose last year, fellas?
Second.
That's the concern then.
Was it the second round?
It was the Lake Highlands. I remember.
Yeah, that's right. It was the Lake Highlands again.
Yeah. But it was real close. It was a real close game, wasn't it? Yeah, it lost Lake Highlands.
Yeah. Then that's the only concern I have. I saw him play on NFHS a couple times. Yeah. Is when it changes on them and deeper in the playoffs.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about this Plano East team versus last year. They want it, man. DJ and them, they want it. They play lights out basketball the whole entire 4 quarters.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you another thing. Is, like players and coaches have great memories. Like they have great memories. They might not talk about it, but players and coaches have great memories. They don't need a camera. They don't need a film. Like they understand that they lost to the state champs last year too. They know that. So guess what? They're a confident ball club. They're confident because they know they lost to the team who won it all last year. You know what else they know? You know what else they know? They know that Duncanville is not loaded this year.
Down.
They know that. They know that. Well, I'm not gonna call them down. I don't like to use that word down. I mean, they got some young players, but they not. This not that year. You know, right now we don't know what it's gonna be in the playoffs. You know, Peavy is experienced coach. He might cut that rotation down. I mean, coach. I mean, all guys like that. All they got to do is they just want to get in the tournament, and that's gonna be hard now. It ain't a shoe in that Peavy and them gonna get in the tournament.
They might not. Or DeSoto.
When DeSoto not going. Why we playing around with this? I want to get to football, but we're not gonna be bullshitting out here.
Go ahead.
Look, Duncanville sorry in the hole. They ain't finna make it to no goddamn playoff.
Go
These
ahead.
motherfuckers sorry in the hole. They biggest players are 6'5" guard.
You said they sorry?
They're not sorry.
They sorry compared to the teams that's finna make it to the playoffs. They ain't
They're
finna
young.
do shit. They gonna get their ass whooped.
They're young. They're real young.
You asked for it, Snoop.
Hey, J-Mac, let's talk football because I can't match your intensity right now.
Now, hold on, let me say something. Remember how J-Mac said on my shot?
I'm like the Cowboys. If I can't match your intensity, man.
Hey, you remember what J-Mac said when he said on my sock, when he said, this year you gonna get them, you better get them. Say that with Duncanville. If you gonna get them now, you better get them now. Because by next year, you ain't getting them. They're gonna be loaded next year.
If they don't go get, let me tell you, number one, and I love the freshmen. And I want to ask you, who's the better freshman? Who the better freshman, Snoop? Who the better freshman?
Amari Hunter is the best freshman. Amari Hunter, Carter. White boy.
Who the better freshman, Carter or Duncanville?
White boy.
The kid, Amari at Carter, he's playing the best. Yeah.
I asked you who the better one. Who better?
Well,
he better than Black.
I can only go off how they playing. You know, let me tell you this. This is what I see with those freshmen. That's a good statement. That's a good topic you brought up. Let me tell you this. The difference between Amari and some of the other freshmen, he's fine with playing his role. And I think those guys, they don't want to wait their turn a little bit. You know, I mean, it's some guys over there like the kid like Bug over there at Duncanville, when he was playing with Ron Hollins and all those guys, he had to play a role. You know, these guys right now, they think they just as good as him. Like, sometimes you gotta sit back and you gotta ride shotgun, man. You know. And that's one of those things I'm talking about. A guy like Peavy gonna clean that kind of stuff up. He knows that he got to let those babies rise. They got to grow a little bit. You know, they got to grow. I'm looking at, again, I'm going to use Kyle them because he's here. I watch Kyle them with some young guys in the secondary say, no, we're going to keep putting you in this situation because when it hit the fan in the playoff, you got to be ready. You got to be ready.
Kyle don't want no part of this conversation.
No, I know who wasn't ready. The Cowboys weren't ready. Oh, my bad. I had to say the
Hey, J-Mac, let me tell you one thing. The one thing there's a big difference in, it's a big difference in experienced coaching and just good coaching. It's a difference. Experienced coaching and good coaching. It's a lot of good coaches out there, but guess what they playing for? They playing for respect. Some of the good coaches playing for respect. They want to be talked about on the same level with Peavy and Farron Douglas and Nick Smith. It got over that hump. It's guys that want to be in that conversation, but experienced coaches understand that I got to be patient and I got to put these guys in the fire. Let me tell you this. I purposely, I mean, not purposely, but I should have won 4 in a row. I should have won 4 in a row. Keith Frazier's second year at Kimball High School, I had a really good starting 5, but everything after then was sophomores. And you know what I did? We had such a big schedule in these games and this game, and you know, I might have got caught a little bit saying I want to make sure Keith Frazier becomes a McDonald's All-American. And I didn't play those young guys as much as I should have. And when we got to the state, we had a 13, 14-point lead, and 3 of my starters got in foul trouble. So guess what? I had to put these sophomores on the biggest stage of their career, and they ain't had a chance to play in the big stage. So sometimes the decisions you make early can come back and bite you in the butt. Like the decisions you make early, and you know, that's just those are life lessons, man. You know, you move on, but you, like, again, coaches and players got great memories. Coaches and players got great memories. You know, when you see situations that pop up, like I watched Kyle now from the sideline. I got a chance to watch him 2 weeks back to back, thanks to Coach Todd with the sideline passes. But you get a different feel when you're down there and you embracing the team, the chemistry, and the
hell no.
You it's a different feel down there. And like watching them at the end of that game, a game like I said, a game just get taken away from you, like it re-registers, that hurt for your players. Like Kyle, them senior year, I remember, we on a half-court shot. Guess what? Kyle jumped to try to block the kid that was shooting the half-court shot. Like Kyle went after a block. He actually made the kid double clutch his shot. So it's like these moments. It's like these moments that's gonna always like re-register, man. And those moments help you stay at that high level. Stay at that high level. Like, I like getting on these shows and stuff like that. I know it's a lot of coaches that get on there and a lot of jealousy and envy and all that. I don't really get caught up in all that. I get it. I get it. Guys ready for something new to come in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I can feel it. When Todd and Kyle and them get on there and they talk about next year, and I mean, say, man, that's the fun in coaching. That's the fun in coaching. That is the fun. Like it's hurt. It's hurt, but that's the fun in it, knowing that hey, I'm trying to get that right there.
No, you right.
But,
I'm gonna let that go because we need to get on.
What time? Look at time.
Man, here, I want to go ahead and go.
I was about to say the same thing. Are you mad at Todd because he mad at Ward because he made you double? Why you out there playing hard?
Playing hard.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do, man. You talk to make him change the shot.
You should see. Hey,
why
hey,
that guy hit a double clutch 3/4 court shot, man. Like what the
only shot of the game.
All you can do is tip your cap to that kid. That's all you can do.
J-Mac, you know how you show those pictures like that coach from Summit, Summer Creek, where they look it up.
Yeah,
you need to get a copy of what Kyle looked like.
Oh man!
After we lost on the half court shot,
I got it. I'm finna send it to you, J Mac.
Send it to him. Hey,
okay. Hey, send it to me on Messenger.
All right. Watch the look on Kyle's face. I got it in my eyes right now. Like you don't forget. It's certain things you don't forget, man. It's just certain things you don't forget. And those guys at Plano East, they lost to Lake Highlands, who won the state championship easily. Lake Highlands won easily. And so these guys are playing at a high level, and they're a team they committed to one thing. They're committed to winning the championship, and that's it. That's it. They're dangerous.
Hey, I'm following it. I'm in basketball mode now. Football is over with. I'm in basketball mode. But we got my man Matt on, man. I don't want Matt to be mad at me. I'm sorry, Matt. But
hey, I'm off tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. We good. It's holiday.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to hear the realignment too. Let's go to realignment.
We're gonna go to it now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with Matt, and then I gotta go back to you, Snoop, because your team is dropping, right? So
hold on. My team. Whoa. You said we dropping. We reclassifying. Get your language right.
Y'all ain't got number. Y'all got 4 Mexicans and a black guy. For the whole. For the whole.
4-2. 4-2. Hey, man. We reclassifying. We're not going down. Don't say that no more, J-Man.
Y'all relocating.
We reclassifying.
Y'all relocating.
They relocating. Hey, you need to put. Hey, bring me back on with Todd. Bring me back on with Todd. You heard what Todd and Kyle said the last time?
Todd, he got the link. Tap in,
Todd. Hey, Kyle, tell him what you and Todd said last week. I said if they win a championship, ain't nobody gonna say what classification you in.
You're right.
Well, that's
somebody gonna say they had to drop down to 4A to do it.
Nah. Will, it only happened when somebody trying to downplay it. That's
what, Will?
That's
Guess
somebody.
what Will, guess what they gonna be saying to that? Down there in the comments at the bottom of the comments.
Yeah. Up under the championship program.
They're not gonna get the link. They ain't gonna get the link. They gonna be in the chat.
Look what they say. Cause listen, they got this little Big Ten alumni thing group on Facebook.
Yeah.
And the second we won the national championship, everything was, they cheated.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't care what you say. At the end of the day, it's gonna say national championship.
But guess what, Will? Y'all heard about that. We didn't hear about. All of us didn't hear about that. They said that in the chat.
Yeah.
They can say that. They can say that in the chat. One thing about it. When you get into sports, and especially coaching and stuff like that, you can't give a damn about what people say. Guess what? Because you got to guess what? When people praising you, that's okay. So guess what? When they taking their shots at you, guess what? You got to let them shoot. The key is, are you big enough for them to even say something?
To even keep it relevant.
Because ain't nobody talking about Chisholm Trail and Sunset and Bryan Adams and ain't nobody talking about it. So my thing
did they drop down to? Did they relocate to 5A?
Relocating code. They relocate. Reclassify, not relocating. Reclassify.
Shout out to Chisholm Trail. They got a man Rickland Homes over there, right?
Yeah, they reclassified.
No, I didn't mean to say that.
They relocated.
No, the reason it came out of my head is because, hey, J-Man, the reason I said Chisholm Trail is because Coach was on my mind. I texted him early, but it was just on my mind. It wasn't nothing about Chisholm Trail. I hope
it was an example. It was just an example.
But they relocated to 5A, right?
They are relocated.
There we go.
Oh man.
There we go.
Good times, man.
Is that you, Ward?
Yeah,
that you, Ward?
Ward had hair,
Ward,
man.
Had her.
Damn, he had a fresh fade.
He had her, Ward.
He had a little high top fade.
It ain't been a lot of ball cats in high school, fam.
They had a little boost. He had a little boosted fade.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he had a boosted fade.
Yeah, we all did.
And he had was your wrist hurt? What was going on with your wrist?
Yeah. I swung off the rim and hurt my wrist.
Yeah, you was a high
Coach, when that ball went in, it seemed like the person that I looked right at was Kyle.
It got quiet. You could hear pins up in there.
He was right. He was right in front of it, and I'm like, I wasn't even looking where the ball at the shot down there. I just saw that, and my eyes went right back to right there, and I just saw it. That's why I could see Kyle like I saw it,
Didn't even touch the net.
Now that picture's gonna last forever with the dub.
Forever.
Hey, it's all good, man. I know anytime we lose a sock, that picture gonna go up in the chat.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. Hey, it's all good. Hey, post it when we beat somebody too.
Hey, you just like Miami.
Hey, when y'all beat North Shore,
you like Miami Dick.
Nah, man, we ain't gonna do war like that, man. That Miami Nick is a dope picture.
That's Luke. That picture right there,
man. A lot of heartache in that picture, man. That's a
yeah. We can't show war picture. We can't put Ward as the poster child for defeat.
Yeah, that's tough.
That picture is almost synonymous with old boy from the Creek School that lost to DeSoto.
Oh no! Hey, that picture is another one with Chris Webber when he called that timeout.
Yeah,
he had one.
But nothing's good about that. So, boy, I vote to retire that picture, man. We're gonna have that negative energy like that.
They're gonna. Ty, where you coming off? You coming off a date? You went on a date?
He definitely look like he coming out with a date.
Ty got a turtleneck on.
Ty, you got your
turtleneck on.
You got your Nino Brown on, your black Nino Brown on.
Tyler like that. He like that episode of Martin when he drugging the dog.
Okay, I see it. I see it now. I see it. I thought Ty just came from Papa Do's or something.
I was like, hey, Ty, you don't need to be on with us.
He went to Ruth's Chris. He went to Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah, he had a stay. He went to a stay.
That was a couple days ago.
Hey, don't let.
Hey, you went to Ruth's Chris. You still need to be cashing in on that one.
Hey, don't let time fool you now. When you start getting some of the people that he be having around his sideline and everything, be a lot of free dinners and stuff given out.
Oh, Ty got politicians. He got politicians hanging around.
I'm telling you, it'd be a lot of big $200, $300 credit tickets. Hey, take your wife somewhere nice. Take your girl somewhere nice. Don't let time fool you.
You know what crazy? When we won state the first time, we went to go eat at Capitol Grill. And a dude just walked up to me and was like, say, man, just send your bill over here, I got you.
I'm telling you. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you the crazy thing. Let me tell you the crazy thing. Let me tell you the crazy thing about it. We talk about Kyle and that half-court shot. Let me tell you this. The attention I got from the half-court shot might have been bigger than any win that I'd had in my career because people felt so sorry. You know, I was kind of young. I was young, and we lost on a half-court shot. Like they actually took Chris Dyer, who was named to coach the All-Star game, the global games with Michael Sorrell. And they asked Chris Dyer, could they replace him with me, and could he be my assistant coach? Like, me and Coach Dyer had some bad years behind that, man, some bad years. I mean, like, we just kind of getting back together like we, you know, because I played for Coach Dyer and Kimball. He was a JV coach, and we were real close, but, man, we had some tough years, man, behind that. I didn't even realize that they had told him he was going to be the coach, and they changed it. You know, they changed it. We had Chris Bosh and all them on the team, but like, people felt so sorry for me, like, losing on a half-court shot, that it was like the way they treated me was way bigger than any of the wins I ever had.
And I remember because I was in Austin and we was in Papa Dog watching the game when that shit went in.
Oh man!
And now I know it was Ward make the dude double clutch. So Ward make the dude double clutch. Now the shit go in. It was.
Hey, Todd, he out there playing hard, giving the extra effort.
If Kyle don't go for the block, the kid might throw the ball over the top of the goal.
Yeah, it gonna go out the damn stadium, man. That shit would have been on six.
Hey, man.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about this, and Kyle will tell y'all. I remember when we went over the game, the morning of the game, and I remember we watched them the day before, and this kid, he played like quarterback too, and all he did the night before, he had like 14 assists. He didn't take one shot. So I told the guys on our team, we're gonna make this kid right here beat us. You know how many shots that kid took all night? That one shot.
Wow.
We said, we're going to make this kid right here beat us tonight. And that kid took one shot.
Then his he had a death in the family too, right?
His grandmother. His grandmother
passed.
Yeah, his grandmother passed. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that's so
damn. Hey man, sports is funny. And I'm telling you, it's like a funny thing about sports. It's just like life. It's just like life because if I win that championship in 2002, my career ain't the same. It ain't the same because at that point I was young, and if I'd have won a championship right then, I would have went and took a college job. I would have took a college job. It's just no mistakes. It's no mistakes about it. Like when I lost that year watching my kids, it went from me being, it was about my career. It was about me winning my first championship. It wasn't about them. But when we lost that time, now it was about the next group I get that can win like that. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do for them. And, you know, and now we had one of the biggest runs outside of what Mays did at SOC. I mean, we had a run. We had a hell of a run, man. Just a hell of a run. A lot of people don't realize after 2000, I went to state in 99 and 2002 and lost, but we never went back to state until 2009. We never went back until 2009. A lot of people think that we was going back to back to back, but we had like a 5-year period where we didn't get back to state. We We had to go play against Lincoln now. And SOC, we went to 4A. We had to play against them guys. Like, it got tough. It got tough.
That's crazy.
You know?
Hey, so we're gonna start right there. So we got the SOC guys on, and since Kimball dropped down to 4A, we'll talk about that in a minute.
We reclassed, man.
I'm sorry, they got
They relocated.
Yeah, they
relocated to 4A.
Where did y'all drop or y'all reclassed?
We relocated.
No, but hey man, tell us a little bit about the what surprises, what should we expect, who dropped, who went up, stuff like that.
So realignment's a fun thing because it's a lot of unknowns, right? But like for the guys in the chat in the group here, like I've talked to Coach Todd, realignment for SOC is not really a big deal because they kind of already know where they're going. It's really a big deal for schools that are in one school ISDs and things like that because the UIL has certain rules on how they classify schools, so they always put Dallas ISD together, Fort Worth ISD together, Garland ISD together. They put them all together. So it's not a lot of intrigue for them, but it's a lot of intrigue on what goes on in the districts around you because you look at playoff because it determines your playoff path. So, I think in 6A, I think we're all waiting to see what DeSoto does. Are they going to opt up? Are they not going to opt up? They're kind of being, they're being coy about it. The UIL put it out that they were going to be 5A Division I, but they could still ask to opt up after the fact. And so if you ask me to go to Las Vegas and put money on if DeSoto is going to be 5A or 6A, I'm going to put money on DeSoto being 6A. So
you think because they're scared of Alito?
No, I don't think it's got nothing to do with that. I think for DeSoto, if they would opt up, I think it's more about a community prestige type thing, that kind of thing. To me, I mean, that's kind of what I feel like if they opted up because DeSoto
ego.
You said it, I didn't. I think.
Well, let me say their ego won't let them go down.
That happened to us at Carter though.
Yeah, it did. And Carter and Fort Worth Dunbar for years opted up for basketball only, and their other sports really struggled because Coach Hughes had so much pull over there in Stop 6 and downtown administration that they continued to opt up, even though they had a lot lower numbers. And so eventually it finally caught up to them. They eventually dropped down because some people do view reclassifying as a lower thing. And I personally don't view it that way, but there are people who have that mindset. So I think DeSoto is going to be able to compete really well in football, boys and girls basketball, and track, no matter where they're at. It doesn't matter if they're 5A or 6A, they'll be able to compete. I personally believe letting them drop down would help some of their other sports, but that's a decision they got to make, But I feel if you ask me, I think they're going to opt up to Class 6A. Lancaster's moving up, and then Lancaster's moving up to 6A. So you've got that kind of playing into things as well in the southern sector with Lancaster going 6A,
which would affect. That'll affect Cedar Hill too, because if Lancaster and DeSoto both get in with the numbers that DeSoto posted, this would be the first time Cedar Hill going big 6A.
Wow. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Because if Duncanville, but Coach Johnson's right though. You
got other teams.
You got Wax in there. That's somebody really good.
Somebody gonna make
playoffs. Yeah, it's only 4 spots. So, I think one thing that I'm looking for in 5A Division I for the Dallas ISD schools is I think there's a good chance they could get a real favorable draw. So I think schools like WT White, Molina, BA could get really helped if they get aligned just with the Carrollton schools, because Carrollton opted up Creekview this time. So Creekview is going to be Division I. So now you're going to have 3 Carrollton schools. I think you could see the 3 Carrollton schools with the 4 Dallas ISD schools. That'd be a great thing for those 5A Division I schools to be competing on a little more even playing field and have a chance to grab some playoff spots. And hopefully those coaches of those programs can kind of develop their program a little bit.
They ain't beat my man Boone. My man Boone, Newman Smith going back to the playoff.
Newman Smith will be Newman Smith will be in the mix for sure if they get aligned that way. But I think, a school like BA, Molina.
I'm going with W.T. White. W.T. White gonna win that district. That's
they not beat. Hey, you know what? I need a bet from you. Can I get a brand new bottle of Johnny Green?
Let me wait till I gotta wait till the grades come out. Wait till the grades.
Yeah, we gotta wait till February 1st.
Hey, Matt,
we gotta wait till February 1st.
Matt, quick question.
On the grades.
Wilma Hutchins, they're not going to the all DISD district.
So that's
how does that happen?
So for what I understand, I think Dallas ISD did request a late opt up for Wilma Hutchins. I think Dallas ISD did not expect the Division I, Division II split to be where it was. So they didn't even check the box for Wilma Hutchins because they just assumed Wilma Hutchins would be Division I. But then when that number jumped up higher than they thought, that's how Wilma Hutchins ended up in Division II. They knew Lincoln and Roosevelt were going to be under the number, so they checked the box for them, but they didn't check the box for Hutch because they just assumed they would be Division I. But the number was a little bit higher.
They still don't have an AD over there, do they?
I don't think they have it. I think they have someone doing the job, but I don't think it's like an official. I don't think they've officially been given the job yet. So, but I've been told that Dallas ISD is going to request Wilmer. So I would look for Wilmer Hutchins, much like DeSoto, possibly to request an opt up and be in Division I in the all DISD 4A district when it comes out. So that'll be a good.
They're going to be in the district with Kimball, right?
Yeah. So you'll have DeSoto, you'll have Hutch, Kimball, Carter, North Dallas, Conrad, Pinkston,
Roosevelt,
and Lincoln, all in the same district in football next year.
Oh, that's perfect.
So that'd be a good thing for those schools.
Okay, so I do like that. I like that district, especially for 4A. Only problem is they'll probably will they be Region 2?
Most likely. I mean, you don't know until the districts come out. That's really like the only intrigue for Coach Ward and Coach Todd. To me, they know who's going to be in their district. The only question is they're probably going to be Region 2. The only question is who's your by-district opponent? Which district do you match up with in the first round of the playoffs? Because, like I said, the UIL has those certain guidelines on how they do districts, and they know they're going to put all the Dallas ISD schools together. So really with 5A and 4A DISD, it's really only about what district, what our district number is, and then who's the by-district opponent next to us.
Okay. Because that's the only problem I would have is the problem I have with Dallas schools is when they have to play them country teams, especially at the 4A level.
Mm-hmm.
Is when they have to play, the Annas and the Melissas. And I know Anna going up, but it's
hey,
a
man,
team
Anna
waiting.
and Melissa ain't no country team, man.
Well, I mean, they suburb, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. They more country than Carter and Kimball.
Not really. I bet people in Carter and Kimball ride more horses than people out there do.
Hell no. I bet they eat a lot better than Carter and Kimball.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but they ain't no different. They're like saying Allen. They like Allen. So you call them suburbs. They ain't no country town.
Okay, well, the suburb teams.
And when you think about
the white folks, Matt, the white folk team come in and kick our ass. That's what I'm talking about.
But you know what? I do think teams like Hutch and Carter, I think that's when you get it. Like that's the and I'll say it. And I'm not just saying it because Coach Todd is on, but the genius of Coach Todd when he got to SOC, he knew in his long-term vision, those are the kind of teams that you got to beat to get out and to make a deep playoff run. So he started to schedule those kind of teams in non-district. I remember when Coach Todd got to SOC, he played Longview for 2 years in a row, went to Longview 2 years in a row, and people thought he was the craziest person in the world. But now it looks like he's crazy like a fox because that helped them start to learn how those teams operate and how those teams play. Because like those are the time
they came back to Oak Hill butt naked, man. I mean, they got whooped out of their clothes. Like they left their pants, their jock strap, they left everything in Longview. They just hopped on the bus butt naked. They came back to Oak Hill.
J-Man. It wasn't as worse as half of them teams playing the playoffs when they be playing these same teams.
Yeah.
Like it was better than that.
But it made him better. I think that's what Carter and Hutch for football, and I think Kimball, hopefully Coach Bam, with his non-district schedule, those are the kind of teams they got to beat. So they got to try to play those teams in non-district.
Yeah.
So they know what they're looking at come playoff time when it gets cold and the weather. That's what you got to do. So I think that's just what you got to do to get out in football.
Hey, that's no different than the late 90s, early 2000s Dallas 5 at the time teams with the East Texas teams. It was the same thing.
Yeah, couldn't beat Longview, couldn't beat John Tyler, Marshall.
You never win those games. So it's no different. You just got to figure it out.
Yeah, but that's one of the things Coach James did. We would play your Marshalls and all those people in the preseason. So when we got to the playoffs and we played a Longview, it wasn't a shock for them. You know what I mean? And I think it kind of goes back to what the guy posted a post who wouldn't come on the show, J Mac, B. Rise, your homeboy, Johnson, when he talked about the schedule and sock lining the schedule, how dumb is that? How silly is that? To me, that's the downfall of Roosevelt, not Roosevelt, of Hutch and Carter, is you don't play nobody in the preseason. So when you get in these games at the end of the year and they played Anna the way they played them, imagine had they played an Anna-like team at the beginning of the year. Now I'm more equipped mentally, emotionally, physically going into that game. And I think that's the same thing that happens to Carter, but it's also the thing that helps a Sock because now I played at DeSoto, right? Like if I'm Sock, I lost 3 games to 3 state championships, to 3 state champions. You see what I'm saying?
Nobody's going to go back and say Sock went 13-3. They're going to go back and say Sock was 5A Division II state champion.
There you go. That's all they're going to say.
Yes.
Yep.
But I think another thing too is that as you going through that lumps, because like Carter did play Centerville. You know, Centerville is a pretty competitive team. I think it's your coaching evolving. How you want the program to evolve is the key too.
Right.
And I think it's the evolution that's got to be within the coaching aspect too. And what I'm interested to see in 4A is if Kimball drop down to 4A, do they trump over what Carter and Hutchinson probably should have been doing a couple of years ago, and do they become the power in the 4A district? Because if they do, it's directly related to coaching.
Absolutely.
When we reclass, I drop down. When we reclass.
My bad.
Hey, so Coach Todd, to answer your question. When they relocate,
we might lose 2 kids by you saying dropping down. My bad, Bam. Don't come get me.
Coach Todd, it's funny that you say that because when Kimball relocated, to me they became the clear-cut #1 seed coming out of that district.
How, Will?
How is that, Will? How?
Because I think they're better than Carter.
But they lost to Carter.
I get that. I totally get that.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing.
So here's why I'm saying that. To me, Carter didn't get better this year. Because now they're finna lose their best running back, their best player is gone. You know what I mean? They don't scare you in any other position on that field. Now, if number 2 comes back, the really good kid, he's only 1 kid. So now you got to figure out what do they have in their pipeline that's going to give you the confidence that they can beat Kimball. Kimball got their quarterback coming back. Kimball they're going into their 3rd year with Coach Bam. They got a defense. Most of their defense coming back. They got their receivers coming back, except for 2 of them. And to me, when you have a quarterback that has a year under his belt, they are a better team, and they're dropping down from 5A.
No, reclassifying.
No, they're relocating from 5A. They used to live on 5A Street. Now they live on 4A Street. I'm not saying classified. I'm not saying that.
Okay, well, they had 4A. How about that?
Because they had an opportunity to opt up.
Oh, we realigning.
You had an opportunity to opt up.
Realign. You say what?
Are they physically enough?
That's what I made it. Are they physically? Yes, because to me, they're better than Carter up front. They're a better team than Carter right now. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree with that. Will.
And I think
Will is
the way it plays out.
He's an analyst, so he got an opinion. He's an analyst.
It's Carter. To me, it's Kimball.
I'm an analyst.
And you got an opinion too. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't have to agree.
Well, listen. He can say whatever he wants to, Snoop. But it's
Kimball, Carter beat the dog snot out of Kimball.
It's Hut and it's Pink.
No, it wasn't. No, and this is what y'all gotta stop doing too, J-Mac. Stop.
I'm doing it.
No, listen to me. Listen to me what I'm saying when you watch that game. If you watch that game from a coaching eye, you saw a team convert a couple to throw the ball up in the deep balls. It wasn't none consistently that Carter did as far as moving the football.
Come on, Coach. We both were eating wings.
I'm saying go back and watch the game. I watched the game. They threw vertical
We was
balls.
eating wings together. We was eating wings together watching the game, Coach.
I know, but I'm saying they converted vertical balls. That shit they not gonna do when they playing a good team. That's saying like where the vertical balls at in the playoffs.
No, Kimball couldn't move the ball to the end of the game.
I'm not saying Carter defense didn't play a good. I'm saying when you. Hey, first of all, stop looking at defenses. Take that shit out the equation. The reason why Dallas schools lose in football is because they have no offense that can sustain drives and move the ball in the fucking playoffs. So take away, when I watched them beat Carter capitalized on converting vertical balls in the passing game. That shit is not going to work against nobody else. The shit didn't work against Pinkston. The shit didn't work against Panther Creek. It don't work against good teams. They couldn't sustain the lineup and run the fucking ball. When you successful in the playoffs, it's because your offense can move the ball and convert fucking first downs, dog.
That's it.
So what you see in Kimball? What you see in Kimball that said they could do that?
No, what I said was I'm looking to see if Kimball going into year 3 as a program, when they reclass down to 4A, I'm looking to see now they playing each other later in the year too. So it ain't like the first and second game of the year.
Teams are like different
totally
week 9
right there.
versus week 2. Yeah.
Right. I want to see does Kimball go down there and do they immediately dominate that district and able to do something that the other teams couldn't do that had a longer amount of time to get it done. Okay. That's what I'm anxious to see.
I do one thing I do think that Bam feels more comfortable right now in the realignment. I think he feels comfortable improving his non-district schedule. You know, I think
he's gonna have to. That's the thing. Like,
I need to text Bam and see who they playing. I hadn't texted Bam.
Yeah, like Carter Kimball, Pinkston, Hutch. They all need to go out and find two games that's some.
I think he's still looking for one. Matt, I think he's still looking for one. So you might want to holler at him.
I'll text him because I got some I think Kimball. I think a good game for Kimball would be playing somebody like Tyler Chapel Hill or Kilgore, something like that to get them ready.
Make sure you call Bam on that, man.
They need to go play Texas High.
No, man, no.
That's not the game they need to play.
That's not the game they need to play. Chapel Hill and Kilgore at that level would give them a good look at what they need to see in the playoffs.
So what is Kilgore? Is Kilgore 5'8"?
They're
4'8".
And it's a different style game too. It's the style. You got
Kilgore.
The style.
I think Kilgore would be Kilgore. That's why I think Kimball needs to see. I think they need to see a team because Kilgore is like the 4A version of Longview, where they're going to line up and they're going to be really fast and they're going to play good defense, but they're going to be really physical up front on both sides of the ball. Right. That's the kind of team that Kimball would need to see in the playoffs. They're kind of like a 4A. I mean, they're right there by Longview. They're kind of like a 4A Longview to me.
Right.
And then what these cats got to see too, man. You got to go back. It's like, look, but remember, Melissa that was just down in 4A not too long ago, last realignment. You know what I'm saying? Melissa, Midlothian Heritage, and what was the other? And
Argyle.
Now, I want you to go back and look at the scores when them 4A teams in Dallas were playing them teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Todd, true story. I was recruiting Carter, and I was looking through their huddle, and it wasn't the end of the season. I was gonna say, okay, who they got in the first round of playoffs? They had Melissa Melissa had already put a W on their huddle and was getting and had the next team up before they even played. And they beat Carter by like 60.
And what I'm saying is levels to it. Like to get to the point where you competitive, like when them teams immediately came up with us, it wasn't, they had some good schemes, good offense. They scored a couple touchdowns. They put up some good games. But the games wasn't like the games like when they played other Dallas schools. Like the team, like they would beat people 70-0, 58-3. Like
think about this. Think about this though, Ty. When they just said that, who said that Kimball needed to play? Who did y'all say Kimball needed to play?
Somebody like Kilgore. So Bam.
No. I'm talking about somebody else said another team.
No, Will said Texas High.
Texas High, and you see how Todd and Kyle and Matt, all three of them reacted at the same time. That's what I talk about, the difference in good coaching and experienced coaching. It's like it's not that you just playing against a good team. You know, you kind of heard what Kyle said about the style of play that you're gonna see. You see what I'm saying? Like when you done been through that. Like Ty, you know when you and I talked about, and I told you, I said, God, Ty, you didn't want to. Y'all and I already proved that y'all were good. When you was kind of down, you were like, damn, we doing the right stuff. You know, y'all lost to Toledo, I think, or somebody some years back.
Yeah.
And you like, y'all doing the right thing, but we just like sometimes you just got to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean you're doing nothing wrong. You just keep doing it, and you got that right. You got the right group at the right time. That just now they was ready to go over that hump. Y'all ain't look back because everybody else don't nobody want to drop them a ton now.
Yeah.
So do you think Kilgore is a better team than Texas High?
No.
Or Texas High a better team than Kilgore?
No, Kimball not ready to see Texas High.
But they're ready to see Kilgore.
Yes, I would like that matchup more favorably for Kimball than they playing Texas High.
So Bam sent me.
What's the biggest difference?
Size, overall team athleticism. I think the competition level. Like Texas High is a team that for us.
Yeah, because Will in Division I 4A Texas High doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? The team that's winning.
But Anna won it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Anna calls themselves an air raid.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, and if Texas High was in 4A playing in that with Anna now, Texas High probably won state last year and ran through all that shit.
Yeah. Texas High is bigger than Anna.
They weren't gonna beat Anna. Y'all ain't gonna do Anna like that.
Man,
Texas
I ain't
High
saying okay. All right.
Yeah, I know. But that's
man,
what
Texas High was starting like 12 sophomores last year. Like, I mean, and like now, Texas High is a team. When I looked at them and watched them on film, I believe they said for the next 2 years, they in title contention.
Mm-hmm.
So Kimball
had to come back and beat them.
Yeah, they can't. Yeah, Kimball got Timberview week 1. They're looking for a week 2, and they got Midlothian week 3. So I think Bam's done a good job upgrading his schedule. Timberview and Midlothian are really good games for Kimball, and they could go 0-2 in those 2 games. Those are 2 really good teams that could beat Kimball, but I think it'll make Kimball better come November, if that makes sense.
Right. I mean, the one thing you got to realize.
Yeah, because I think City Hill playing Midlothian.
You got to realize the one thing about high school sports, it's not college. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to get a bid. You don't have to win 20 games to get a bid into the NCAA tournament. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying you got to go in there and take those non-district games, and you got to go see what level is your team. I mean, how good are we really? Because you can get in the district, especially in Dallas, nothing against the DISD team, but you can get in the district and get false hope. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get false impression. Let me tell you this. I go back to Daryl Jordan. He came from Lufkin, and I remember Daryl Jordan for 2 or 3 years in a row, we went 1-4. 1-4 in preseason. And I remember, Ty, was you at Lincoln with Sam when I think we played y'all and y'all were like 9-0 with Byron now?
Yep.
Yeah. I was there.
Yeah. And then, we didn't blow them out or nothing, but I'm saying You take this team, but it was a game. That's what I'm saying. It was a game. And then, Kyle, how far did they go? Like, they was always going to the third round. I know. Jordan, he was going, I think one year he went to the fourth.
That year we went to the third round, and the next year we lost Texas High both years. Third round.
Texas High at Texas Stadium. And that's what I'm saying. 1 year at Texas Stadium, 1 year in Tyler, wasn't it?
Texas High had Ryan Mallett. Was that when Texas High had Ryan Mallett?
And they and they had them two receivers. One of the receivers went
Nate
to Texas.
Jones and
Nate Jones.
But I know Coach Jordan used to take those guys. They went to Lufkin. That's where I first saw Dez Bryant. But they went to Lufkin every year. They used to go to Tyler and play either John Tyler or Tyler Lee. And then they used to go play out Midland. I think it was Midland Lee or somebody.
Midland Lee.
But they would play this playoff schedule. And then when those guys hit those playoff games, we were prepared. Like, our guys wasn't looking at this like a big deal. They didn't play in them kind of games.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
You got to know what you're playing for, man. Like all these guys that say they trying to go to state and all they trying to do is go 5-0 in preseason or 4-0 in preseason. It's a difference. They fooling themselves.
J-Mac, is any other schools? Like I think for me, I'm really interested to see how Forney does in Class 6A. Forney's moving up to 6A.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see how they handle that transition. Going into because Longview's going back up to 6A boys. Too. So now you're going to have a lot more. I think week in, a week out in 6A, a lot more competition for them. So I'll be interested to see how they handle that. They're coming from a really tough 5A Division I district. Now they're taking another step and playing in 6A. So that's another one that I'm really interested in. There's not a lot of schools in DFW other than like Lancaster, Forney, Kimball that are reclassifying. It's more about what are they going to shake up the districts? Because here's the thing, and Coach Todd and Coach Ward, I know they're junkies like me. In 2020 and 2022 realignments, the UIL didn't change a whole lot. Like they almost kept it exactly the same. I don't think they're going to keep it the same for a third straight realignment. I think a lot of the suburban districts where the one school ISDs where they can move things around, I think a lot of those districts are going to get shaken up. That's my opinion. That's in my, like you posted my mock alignment. Let me just, for a disclaimer, the UIL, they should, the U.S. government should talk to the UIL because the realignment's a bigger secret than anything else. I can find out just about anything about anything. I can't find out shit about realignment. They keep that stuff under lock and key. So
it says mock.
Yeah. I'm just throwing darts just like anybody else is. So I want to make sure I put that out there. My alignments are just my guesses, but
Hey, I got one thing I know they're gonna do.
What's that, Coach?
I bet they put the Mansfield schools in Region 1.
I think they are. I think that's one thing I think is going to change. So Grand Prairie has been with Arlington the past 2 realignments, and Mansfield has been with the Southern Sector schools. So Duncanville, DeSoto, Cedar Hill.
Why y'all think that? Why y'all think it's going to change now?
I personally just think they're going to switch it around because they didn't switch it last time.
Yeah.
Historically, Grand Prairie ISD has been with DeSoto, Duncanville, Cedar Hill. So I think they're going to switch it up.
And I'm talking about in the 5A. Because it was funny to me that Mansfield had went Region 1, them 2 years they went to the 5th round.
Mm-hmm.
When Alito jumps up, all of a sudden you put the 2 black head coaches that's been making some decent runs where they got the possibility of playing each other in the 1st or 3rd round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you slide the Grapevine School and Collinsville Harrington in Region 1.
Yeah. My mock so Timberview, that is one change though, J-Mac. Timberview is going down. They're reclassifying to Division 2.
Yeah, reclassing
from Division 1. So now Timberview and Summit are together. Well, you look at it, Timberview and Summit, you probably are going to have Seguin and Everman and probably Burleson. Those guys, kind of that group, Midlow Heritage. The other thing that I think Coach Todd points out about being Region 1, Fort Worth ISD is not going to have any schools in 5A Division 2. They opted them all up to Division 1. So now you have a hole in Region 1 where a whole district used to be. So you would think things would shift a little bit west, right? So like I could see the DISD 5A D2 district becoming District 5 potentially. I think it'll still be Region 2, but it could shift over to District 5. But you also have a lot of growth in the northern part of the Metroplex with schools popping up to Class 5A that were like Anna, for example, is popping up to Class 5A from 4A. So it'll shake up things a little bit.
Yeah, because there's a big difference between
Toledo
Region
is
2
going
and
to be
Region
there with all
1.
the Fort Worth schools again.
Yeah, it's a huge. Well, you would think geographic. So the UIL usually works realignment. If you're a realignment junkie, you know they kind of go west to east. They start in El Paso with District 1, and they kind of shift east all the way, and then they kind of go south. So you would think the furthest west district that's in Region 2 would shift to Region 1 because you have a hole now, right? Well, that furthest west district is like Mansfield Summit, Everman, Midlow Heritage, those guys. So they would shift over into Region 1, you would think. That's my guess. We'll see what happens. But low-key, another team that's reclassifying, that's a pretty good 5A team that's reclassifying to 4A is Lake Dallas. People haven't talked about Lake Dallas. Lake Dallas is actually reclassifying to 4A. They're a pretty decent 5A team. So that makes 4A D1 a little bit tougher, in my opinion.
Hey, Matt, do you think Liberty Hill is going to skip Austin and go to San Antonio region again? Because all the Austin teams went with Houston.
Yes.
And they skipped a whole area and went down last time.
I disagreed with that last time. I thought it was very, very interesting that Liberty Hill was in Region 4 when they're further north than Austin is. And my mock, J-Mac, the way I do my mock realignment is I do it as if I'm in charge of the UIL. Like if Matt Stepp was automatically made in charge, I do it based on. So in my mock realignment, I have Liberty Hill in Region 3, where I feel geographically it makes the most sense to me. But I thought it was very curious that they were in Region 4.
Sound like somebody knows somebody. You know, it's always good to know low people in high places.
Always good to know somebody and people in high places. Yeah. It's always good.
That's all I'm saying. I wish it was me.
Good. Yeah.
I don't get mad about it. I'll be kind of low key jealous because I'll be like, damn.
There was one year, was it 2 years ago? Justin Northwest got aligned with Fort Worth ISD, and that didn't make any sense to me. But then, you look at things, you're like, well, wonder who's in charge. So, take it for what it is, right? So,
hey man,
J-Mac, you at the bottom. You at the bottom. You on the bottom part of that glass. I can hear your voice. You at the bottom of the glass. I hear your voice. Yeah, I can hear your voice. Yeah.
So I talked to Coach Todd about realignment a couple of days ago because I was asking if he was going to go to the announcement. But really, for Coach Todd, other than y'all, y'all just draw district places at that. Do y'all do the district draw at Birdville, or do y'all do it?
Yeah, they know how to do it out there in Birdville. Yep.
Yeah, you do your district draw. So
really, really, I'm about to pull up.
You take the day off work.
You can go for me, J-Mac.
Stand in for Todd.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna take off work. I'm gonna pull up. That's down the street for me, so they can kick me out. I can walk on.
It's the realignment really is bigger for the guys who are looking for games. So like DeSoto, for example, they're looking for games right now. So it's gonna be big for them.
Do they really want games, Matt? That's what I need to ask you. That's what I'm glad you brought that up.
I don't know.
Is DeSoto really looking for games, or they?
Well, they got to play games.
Fill up.
I'm sure they're looking. They got to play games. Sometimes it's better to sit back and wait because it's like a school dance at some point because these guys. They're waiting, and then at some point, it's like you and one other person sitting there, and you're like, well, we ain't got nobody else left to play. Let's pair up and play. And so that's why you see some weird matchups sometimes because guys get paired off, and they ain't got nothing left to play. So it's either we don't play a game or we got to play each other. So
DeSoto both got that this week 2 or week 3 slot, huh?
Yeah, I'd love North Crowley and DeSoto to play.
Go with.
Yeah, I would love. That'd be a great game.
Said for years, Matt, and I gotta ask you this, Matt, because we had matches on a couple of times. Matt just said it. Beyonce said it. Everybody felt like everybody in DeSoto felt like they matched up so great against North Shore, and everybody always said they wish they would have had that game. Mm-hmm. Well, to me, if you really felt that when the opportunity was there. It would have got done. Now, do you think, in your opinion, that maybe the shine is kind of, went off of it because Duncanville and beat them twice, so maybe that game ain't the same, or was it just cap?
Man, that's a good question. I personally don't think so. North Shore still is North Shore. I mean, it's not like they got beat in the first round and went 8-3 and lost in the first round. They lost to Duncanville. Now, DeSoto beat Duncanville. So, I mean, I think last year DeSoto would have beaten North Shore pretty handily. And it's a new year, and I know DeSoto is going to have to replace some guys. North Shore brings a lot back. We'll see. I think it would have been a great game if Duncanville – DeSoto could play a great game week 2. Either, now it looks like North Shore has a game now, so they're going to play. They're supposedly playing Buford, Georgia. And if you know anything about national high school football, Buford, Georgia is a powerhouse. Like
Didn't they finish number 1 last year or number 2?
They're one of the top public. They're a public school too. They're not a private school factory. All those kids, are in that area. So that's going. If that game materializes, it's going to be a great game. But, North Crowley still needs a week 2. DeSoto needs a week 2. I think it will be a great game. I think they should pair off. I understand. And every coach has their own reason for scheduling games. And I get it. Like you want to try to avoid a playoff opponent if you can and that kind of thing. But at some point, it's either we play a game or we don't. And to me, especially if it's a playoff opponent that you wouldn't see until the state semifinals, number one, there's no guarantee you're going to get to the state semifinals. That's such a long season. But number two, a team, if I play a team week 2 and then I play them again week 15, they're 2 completely different football teams at that point. That's 13 weeks between games, so a lot can change then. So
North Crowley is Division 1 though, right?
Well, they could be. Depends on their alignment. They're kind of a borderline school. They could flip flop depending on what district they're in, and then who makes the playoffs in their district. Where DeSoto, if they did opt up, would guaranteed to be a Division 2 team.
Yeah. Football is a different animal. You got to
especially in 6A, because it's split. Yeah.
You got to watch some of those preseason games. I mean, you got to give a lot of these coaches a lot of credit. These guys, once they kind of find, if they get a chance to kind of go into that game and run some things and see how you match up against them, they can prepare for that thing the next time. It can be a different game.
Yeah, where in basketball, you have. I've heard
basketball. That's what I'm saying. It's different.
You get in tournament play in basketball. You can play a district opponent in a tournament. And so you have football. That's a different challenge for basketball.
Yeah, football. I would be a little bit more strategic with my schedule. In basketball, you don't care. You just let's find the toughest teams out there and go play them. But
yeah.
But from a football standpoint, you got to kind of watch that a little bit.
That's another reason why I feel like DeSoto is probably going to opt up, because they're not playing North Crowley, so they clearly feel like North Crowley would be a potential playoff opponent. So clearly, we know North Crowley is going to be 6A. So if DeSoto is hesitant about scheduling North Crowley because they're a potential playoff opponent, that tells me they're asking to be 6A because they feel like North Crowley can be a playoff opponent.
Right.
So that's why I feel like, just kind of putting my reporter hat on there, right?
Yeah.
I don't think DeSoto even want to play North Crowley from the standpoint I don't think they think North Crowley, they look at them like a worthy opponent.
That could be a fact. That could be a factor too, because
now you say that what happened. Now I got to see who they schedule.
Well, they were talking about playing Belleville. They were talking about playing Belleville out of
Washington.
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Out of Michigan.
Yeah, and I think DeSoto has looked at some national games, and I think that if they can get those teams to come to DeSoto and play, I think
they can't. That's the thing by Michigan. They can't. Michigan by law can't come to the South, so DeSoto would have to go up there.
So then they would probably put DeSoto.
I'm just saying, from us playing DeSoto, that's how it kind of came about. Like if you look like, nah, man, we ain't finna play y'all style, right? I'm saying they mindset.
Well, and because North Crowley, as good as North Crowley was last year, they got their ass whooped by Duncanville. So, so I think they get the North Crowley probably still has a level to go to get to that point. So,
Chad, I'm gonna tell you another thing though, Chad, about that. I mean, the one thing about it, like a team like DeSoto, like if you let South Oak Cliff continue to shoot at you, eventually it's gonna be a group that feel like y'all young kids went over there and beat them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like them kids, it's like, they can't afford that right now. They can't afford that. They didn't did that 2 years with y'all. They sitting there saying the third year. I mean, like their talent level is growing. Y'all growing in some areas. You know, you keep letting us shoot at you. You keep letting us shoot it. I don't think they looking at you like Sock ain't nowhere the opponent no more. You know, I don't think they doing that.
But I'm just saying when the game was initially came about, it was like, nah, we ain't playing. I ain't, we're in agree. Then it was like, okay, well, fuck it. You know what? Sign it up.
Well, they had to. They had to. You know, Claude. You know, you. It's a small box on this side over here, and I mean, at some point, you're gonna have the J Max and the Will Cars and B Risers of the world that's gonna sit there and say they scared to play soccer. So at some point, Claude had to go in there and say, "Hey, we got to play them. We got to do it. We can't sit there and say we ain't playing them. Duncanville playing them. We can't step back from it. We got to go do this."
Speaking of Duncanville, I want to give credit to Courtney Allen at Mesquite Horn for lining up and scrimmage in Duncanville this year. That's good on them because I know Duncanville didn't get a scrimmage last time, so it's good that Mesquite Horn stepped up and was going to scrimmage Duncanville. So I think that'll be good and hopefully makes them better. So I want to give a shout out to Courtney Allen. I know they had a bad year last year. But that's a good.
That's another coach. He trying to go somewhere. That's another coach trying to go somewhere. What better thing to do than scrimmage?
Yeah. Don't count against your win-loss record, so might as well line it up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
They got a pretty good preseason schedule too.
Who's Horn playing? I
gotta go back and check. I was told.
Yeah, I meant to text Courtney and ask him that. But when we Coach Todd lined up a real soft non-district schedule for the Golden Bears the next couple of years.
I saw that. I'm looking up. I said, "What is Todd doing? Is Todd
he ain't trying to get better, Matt? He ain't trying to get better."
I looked at that schedule myself and said, "Is Todd running from everybody? What is he doing?"
Hey, Snoop,
I got going to one.
We setting up a master plan where everybody looking at right now. We looking at tomorrow.
hey, Todd, when y'all go to Houston, is that going to be on a Friday or Saturday game?
Oh, Friday.
On Friday night.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Friday.
Hey, so we already got the caravan going, baby. We're gonna leave out Thursday.
Yeah. I told them when we go to Houston, I want their regular crowd at their campus. I want all the hostile environment shit.
Yeah. Coach Carr, if you go down to Houston, I got a good wing spot for you right there by North Shore Stadium too. I got a good wing spot for you.
I know the one you're talking about too.
We all gonna be there.
Yeah, we're gonna be there for sure. I'll be there.
We're gonna leave that Thursday night, that Thursday afternoon.
I don't know. I'm considering going down there for that. North Shore's got a nice stadium too. It's a good stadium. They got a nice place over there.
So. Down there Mustache City.
I might see if Bam can set that Timberview game up for Saturday
or Thursday. Play it on the
Thursday.
No. Ty said
he ain't coming back to Saturday.
Ty, you say you going down
be playing Saturday. Why y'all playing Friday?
Yeah. We going down there. Yeah. We going down Thursday afternoon.
So we can't play no Thursday night game if they going down on Thursday evening. We fans. We ain't coaches. We ain't got to go in the. We don't have to go in the meeting room and all that stuff like that.
The game Friday.
The game Friday night.
Yeah.
So that means you can come Friday morning, but we ain't leaving the Saturday, Snoop. We got to go party.
No. I'm talking about going down to Thursday.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing
that. I said me.
Not you. Kimball gonna play Thursday.
I mean, you talking like we moving in a group. I said me.
See, there you go, swag. There you go. You can't say
swaggy, boy. We start swagging together.
Yeah. When I move, hey, J Mac. One thing about it, J Mac. When you see me move, you barely see me riding 2 deep, 3 deep, and all that. I meet everybody where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah. Did nobody say you had to ride with us, Snoop?
I'm not riding with you.
All I'm saying is just meet us down there.
That's it.
Thursday night, me and Coach Johnson liable to get on a Southwest flight and pop down there for 1 hour flight down there. We might just pop off on a flight, fly to Hobby Airport.
Talk to him, man.
Hey. Because all 3 of our games gonna be on the road this year in preseason.
Oh yeah.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
Man, I got Horn. Got Duncanville and Hatchie if they don't do a spring game. That's gonna be their 2 scrimmages.
Oh, that's right. Horn, yeah, because I think Horn is they're going through some coaching shuffling right now. So I don't know if they're gonna do
so
spring. They might not do.
Yeah, they said they don't know yet.
Spring ball. So yeah, and Waxahachie never does spring ball, so that'd makes sense. So that makes
then
sense.
they got Berkner. They got Berkner week 1, which that's
Trey,
my guy,
my boy Trey. Yeah, Trey Bryant.
Boy
yeah,
Trey. Highland Park. No. Highland Park week 1, Berkner week 2.
Okay.
Week 3, they looking at Longview if they not in that district.
Who is that, Horn?
Yeah, those are 2 good games for Horn. I like those 2 games. I think they're gonna be in the same district with Longview, so they're gonna have to find like Horn. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about at realignment. You kind of the last man standing. If Horn and Longview are in the same district, then Mesquite Horn is gonna be at Birdville looking for a week 3 game.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna get on that whiteboard and they're gonna post week 3 Mesquite Horn. Courtney Allen gonna put his cell phone number on there, and then he gonna take that call and see if he can take the game.
Mac, did what they be doing. Everybody putting all these games on their board, and everybody just be walking by like they don't be seeing games. You be like, damn. A lot of teams got their games on the board that don't play.
I went to one of them, Mac. It is fun.
Man, it was one year Duncanville. It was maybe the year. It was one of the early years when Duncanville first started getting good. And man, Sam's sitting over there and people be walking by and they don't want to make eye contact with them.
No.
They don't want to play. No. They walk by.
That's why I need to be there, man. They gonna run me out there because me, I'm gonna be like, y'all some hoes.
I've seen that before.
Y'all some hoes.
Look here, I seen that before. I remember one year when I think it might have been Coach Jordan that just did he just get the job? Or I went out there with Coach Jordan one year and Samples was at Skyline. He was at Skyline. It was Mike Davis. I think it was that group with Mike and them. I think they was getting ready to be juniors. I remember, I'm telling you, them dudes would not look over there at Samples now.
I think he ended up playing somebody from Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah, they wouldn't do
it. They had to fight. So yeah, it happens. But yeah, it's it is what it is. You see it. You can tell who's good because nobody wants to play them. So that's why you end up seeing 2 really good teams playing. Like DeSoto and Steele played in non-district 2 years in a row because they just couldn't find anybody else to play. So DeSoto had to go. They played Cibolo Steele at Baylor 2 years in a row. So it just kind of happens like that sometimes. That's why Coach Todd did a good job. He did a good job getting his schedule set because you don't want to be scrambling if you can help it. You don't want to be scrambling on February 1st trying to find a game.
I'm telling you. Go ahead and send me what I need. Go ahead and send me what I need, Todd, because I promise you, I'm calling folks out. They're going to kick me out.
I got to get back. Kimber need to play. Kimber need to play Timberview Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
I agree.
Hey, but Snoop, I was out there that year. You was out there because it was Pat had just got the job at Carter, and I had wanted to go out there and see how it worked.
Yeah.
They put this big old in the field house. They put this big old whiteboard, and people walk by and put their name and number and what week they have open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an experience, Jay, man.
It's like the stock market. Everybody's sitting over there yelling and screaming. People try to get games, and then everybody trying to pair off.
A whole lot of whole shit going on. Though.
Oh, then you see all your you'll see the homeboys who already got their little hookup.
When they put the district together, all the district coaches will get together, go over there.
Go to one table. They go to like their table, little round table.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I need to follow up in there, man. All right, Todd, give me what I need. I'll take your place. We look alike.
Yeah, February 1st. So now you got to do walk up the stairs.
Yeah, ain't nobody checking anything in there. You walk in there. Yeah.
Nah, you can just walk in there.
Yeah.
So,
what's Lamont got?
That's down the street. Don't walk in.
Lamont, your question about spring ball. So yes, if you don't do spring football, you get to start fall practice with your varsity a week earlier than if you do spring football. So it really varies by school, and some schools will. It just depends on your situation, right? Like I know some schools have done spring ball in the past, but then there was one year where like all 3 of their quarterbacks played baseball. They were pitchers, right? So if you don't have any quarterbacks, it's kind of hard to have spring practice, right? So they didn't do spring ball that year. So it really just depends on the school and your situation and what you got going on. I would say about 85 to 90% of the 5A and 6A schools in the Metroplex, at least, do spring football, and it's a very small number that choose not to participate for whatever reason. So I would say that the advantage of it is you get more practice time because you get is it 18 practices, Coach Todd? You get 18 practices in the spring?
Yeah. You get, and that including the spring game. You got to fall within that 18.
Yeah, and so whereas in the fall, you may only pick up an extra 6 practices if you go Monday through Saturday. The advantage of doing it is you get a second scrimmage. So it really just depends on what you got going on. Like I said, I know some coaches that have been put in 9-team districts in the past. They've chosen not to do spring football because they're playing a district ball game week 3. And so they have to be ready for district play really early. So they chose not to do spring ball, and they took the extra scrimmage and used that as like an extra non-district game. So it just kind of depends on your situation. But I know most 5A and 6As, I think, believe in doing it.
So the big thing about that is it's all about the scrimmage or the 2 weeks of practice, whatever.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of schools too, the colleges can get out there and come to, because colleges do spring ball earlier than the high schools. So when the colleges are finishing up their spring workouts, the high schools are just now getting started. So when the high schools, when they get through their acclimatization period and can put pads on, the college coaches, a lot of times that's when they can get out and come to practices and those kind of things. That's when Coach Wheatfall and those guys do their, who's y'all's recruiting? He's going to be pissed off. Coach Trailer. That's when those guys do their thing because the college coaches are coming out and they can actually watch practice and see the kids move and see how they move in pads and things like that. So that's why you would have an advantage doing spring ball because you have college coaches that can come out there and visit in person.
Yeah.
I like that. So anything else we got on this alignment? Because I ain't gonna. Y'all ain't got to go to work, but I do. So,
I think February 1st. I think what's going to be big about realignment is when the districts come out. Then you actually got, as you said, you got the baby at that point. Now you can look at the packet and see which districts are which, and start to plot out things. Right now, it's just all speculation. We're just kind of guessing at this point. But I think
I do like your mock though, man. I was looking at it. I want to show more, but I don't want to. I know that's exclusive content, so I don't want to show too much.
You're an exclusive kind of guy, J Mac. You're a smart man.
I mean, that's what I do. But I can't just do it in your face. I
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, if anybody wants to know like what district I have their school in, I mean, I don't. You want to message me and ask me, I'll tell you. But I mean, I'm just guessing like anybody else. I'm just throwing darts.
But where you had Texas High going?
I had Texas. Hang on, I have Texas High. I do have them in Region 2.
J-Man. I can pull it up.
Okay, you still got Region 2. Okay.
Yeah, I still got them in Region 2. I think pretty much the same district.
D2?
Yeah, I think they had one team drop and one team move up. So they, Pine Tree dropped and Jacksonville moved back up to 5A, but their district's basically the same.
So what any more schools supposed to be coming open that people heard about?
Yeah, give us the Dub exclusive, Matt. You see how he paused and looked in the air?
Trying to think,
give it to us right now.
So
hey, ain't nobody listening. It's damn near midnight, man. Go ahead and spit it.
Roy City just opened up. I'll say this. The McKinney job. 2 of the 3 finalists from McKinney are current DFW head coaches. Yeah. So whoever gets that, and the one who's not a head coach, I don't think he's getting the job because he just got let go with his last job. So I think he's kind of a distant third. I would say look for McKinney to hire a current Metroplex head coach, and that will open up a job. And I'll say this about Lovejoy. There is a big name state championship head coach heavily in the mix at Lovejoy. And Coach Ward, I know knows who it is. And I think I told Coach Todd who it was off the record. So,
Yeah, man, don't be telling people I'm going to Lovejoy.
Look, I'm doing the negotiating here, and I told them it was going to be $500,000 to get you to come to Lovejoy. So
that's right.
They're competing with Alabama right now, and they just can't beat that offer that Bama has.
Tide to Bama. Roll Tide.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hashtag bring Todd home. Look at 5AD2, J Mac. Yeah, right there. You can pull it up. I'll be
I wonder
okay.
when these Dallas schools go to announce their jobs too.
Yeah, because Hillcrest,
Yeah, because
I've heard
Roosevelt is the worst kept secret out right now.
Yeah, I guess you know how it is in Dallas, so you got to go through HR and all that stuff. You know, I get it.
Yeah, you
there
got
it goes.
Samuel.
Is Samuel open? I know that was kind of we were kind of waiting to see what was going to happen there. So
it's open.
Yeah, so Samuel, Hillcrest, TJ, and Roosevelt are all open, I guess.
Nah, TJ is
Yeah, Bobby Estes, I think he got it full time now.
Did they give it to Estes full time?
Yeah.
He came back. He can't stay away.
Who did they go with at Hillcrest?
Huh?
Who they go with at Hillcrest?
I don't even know if they start interviewing people yet. You know, man, it's my city, but my city, they don't keep me in tune with shit.
So, J-Mac, you see Kaufman is moving up to 5A. If you look in District 7.
That's crazy.
District 7, Kaufman's growing. There's a lot of growth out there.
What? District 7. Okay. Oh, Poteet went back down.
That's what I have. So but see, this is actually going to change, because if you look in District 3, Joshua is in there with Everman and them. Well, Joshua opted up to 5A Division I after the fact, so I got to take them out and put somebody else in now.
Man, look at 5A though.
All the Frisco schools and Melissa, Lovejoy,
And like that's the shit right there. Because with Frisco, you never know who's gonna be hot. You don't know who's gonna be hot.
Yeah, Emerson. I know Emerson loses a lot. Like I actually talked to their OC I was down in Corpus Christi this weekend, and they actually spoke at the clinic, and I was talking to their OC, and he was like, "Man, we really, they graduated real heavy. They were a senior heavy ball club last year."
Yeah.
Sock might not make playoffs, man. Look at this.
Hey, listen.
I was looking at the same thing, J-Mac.
Look at the 6-5-8. No zones. No zones this year. Praise.
There you gonna be no zones.
Hey,
Lord.
Hey, J-Mac, you got Woodrow winning that district, right?
Man, easy.
I don't know. I think Jack gonna give you a run for your money.
Yeah, I was looking at Jack. I was looking at Jack myself. This Jack third year, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is Jack a finalist for the McKinney job?
No. Jack's coming out to Lubbock this week to speak at the Lubbock clinic. I'll be out there in Lubbock this week. Jack's heading out west with me. We're gonna kick it in Lubbock this week.
Jack couldn't get.
Teach him how to play some good football.
Gonna teach him. He gonna get on the board and show him a little something at the clinic.
We can't get Jack to sit down with Ron City.
I mean, if Jack wants to apply, hey, he may feel like Seagoville's a better job. I don't know.
I don't know. Snoop Jack a little militant like me. I don't know if we belong in them kind of places.
Ron City, yeah. Well, they need a little bit of that. That's where they're trying to go. That's where they're trying to go a little bit. They trying to get them. They trying to get out of that status quo.
Hey, listen, Roy City got a buckets, man. Yeah. That alone should get you the best coach out there.
Yeah, I think Jack is militant, but I think it's cooperative. It always got to be.
And J-Mac, before I let you go, I'll say one more thing about Region 1 and 5A Division 2. So Wichita Falls is consolidating their schools from 3 high schools to 2. So they got 2 brand new schools now. One is called Legacy and one is called Memorial. Real creative names. The school to watch in Wichita Falls is going to be Memorial, because Memorial has all the Rider kids plus some kids from Hershey. So if they can meld that team together and gel that team together, they're going to be tough. They're going to be a good team, because Rider always plays good football. And then you have adding some Hershey kids. Hershey, for those who don't know about Wichita Falls, Hershey is like North Wichita Falls. That's what we would call,
it's the hood school. Yeah.
Other side of the tracks. Yeah. So that's going to be.
Yeah, it's a free.
That's why Bam got a hole in the schedule right now. Bam was supposed to play Wichita Falls, the old Hershey. I think they Legacy now.
Yeah.
But
they consolidated schools. Now they only got 2 high schools.
So the other schools, what, Burke Burnett?
They pulled out of that game.
No, Burke Burnett's its own school district. So Burke Burnett's like its own. So you got Legacy, Memorial, and then Burke Burnett's like its own. It's its own town.
Now, both of them are gonna be 5A, right?
Yeah, Memorial and Legacy are both gonna be 5A. Yeah, 5A D2.
Hey Matt, in Region 2, 5A, Division 2, who do you think the top 5 teams in that Region 2? Or top 3 right now? You know, going to the year.
In my projected alignment, I would say SOC. I would say I hit Division 1. Damn it! Hang on, we go back. I would say SOC. I would say Texas High. I would say right now I would go with SOC, Texas High. I think Anna is going to be in the mix in the top 5 in the region just because the quarterback play. I would have to go with Lovejoy's got way too many questions right now. They've had some kids. They've had some exodus, so to speak, from Lovejoy. So I wouldn't put them in there. I would say SOC, Anna, Texas High. I would say if Ennis is in Region 2, I would say Ennis is still going to be around. Ennis is always tough. And then my deep sleeper is White House.
Okay.
I think White House is going to be pretty. White House is always tough. They're always tough. So they bring a lot back. Tom Westerberg's son, or Tom Westerberg from Allen, his son is actually the head coach at White House.
Yeah.
So
that's the team we went to play, Ward, huh?
Yeah.
What did y'all think of them? How they were decent?
Yeah, they were good. Yeah, they were solid.
They played Melissa in the first round. They played Melissa in the first round, right? Yeah. So they bring a lot back too. They bring quite a bit back. So that was
quarterback at Anna, the Allen kid.
No, that was the kid that was the kid 2 years ago that went to La Tech.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, Bullock.
Bullock,
okay. His mama was the superintendent at Allen.
Right.
Yeah. Now Zyandre, I think Zyandre been in Anna most of the thing. I think he grew up.
I think they said
this quarterback was a black kid.
The one that at Anna last year, the one when they won state.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Zyandre Williams is his name.
No, Zyandre. Why you going to he black? Zyandre cold too.
The fact that we saying Anna quarterback names Zyandre caught me off guard.
Hey, that's what we were saying all year. That's what we were saying.
I only watched the state game, and we was doing stuff at the hotel and stuff, so I didn't get to see him like that.
He's a good player. He's a really good player. But Anna loses those linebackers. Those are good players too. But they had a really good defense.
Yes, they were. They were good.
I've been thinking everybody talk about the quarterback. I've been thinking, man, it's the same kid from Allen this whole time.
No, that kid was 2022 QB, and then he was just there 1 year, and he went to La Tech. He's I think at La Tech still.
Yeah, but Andre, he opened up that air raid.
So how do you think they jump up to 5A Division 2 will be compared to what Midlothian, Heritage, and Melissa and Argyle and them came up? Are they better? Do you think they're gonna be better than them initially coming up, or what?
It's interesting because like Midlow, Heritage, Argyle, and Melissa were consistent winners, but they never won a state championship. Well, Argyle did in Division 2, but Division 1 they never won one. I don't think they did win one. Argyle won one in 2020 COVID year. I forget about the COVID year, but they were all consistent winners. Where Anna has just really recently kind of rose up and gotten good the last 2 years. So I think Anna will be pretty good. I don't think the jump from 4A Division 1 to 5A Division 2 is. I think it's more about a depth thing. But I think the top, if you're a top 4A Division 1 team, you look a lot like a top 5A Division 2 team. When Carthage was winning state championships in 4A Division 1, Carthage could play in 5A Division 2 and beat a whole lot of people. So I think Anna will jump up and they're growing like crazy. So I think the numbers they'll be fine. They'll be all right. I think they'll be a top 5 team in Region 2 in year 1.
I think they would have benefited if they would have.
I'll say this. I think it's a clear delineation in my mock realignment. I think it's SOC, Texas High, and then it's a drop. Like I think next year, SOC and Texas High are the top 2 teams.
Really?
In Region 2. 5A.
Man, I was looking at your mock, man. I thought Division 2 5A was probably the most competitive.
Well, I meant in Region 2. I just meant Region 2, just that region.
Oh, Region 2.
Hey,
Okay.
Hey, Matt, what was that word you just used right there? You said the delineation. What did you say?
Delineation. I was an English minor. Yeah. So that's it's
man.
a gap. It's a gap.
I like that word. I like that.
Matt in here using words that drunk folk don't understand.
You feel free to steal it, Coach. But yeah, I think.
I didn't already lock that one. I didn't lock that one in right there. I like that. That's good sports language right there.
There you go. But yeah, I think soccer, Texas High. Coach Todd, did y'all watch? You said you watched Texas High. I mean, I think as young as Texas High was.
Education.
Yeah.
I was the privilege. They had a lot of sophomores. They had some size that was young and a lot of good skill guys. The quarterback play was suspect, but everything else around it was good.
Yeah. So I think those are the top two teams. That's just my opinion. We'll see. It's a lot of off season. There could be some J-Macking out there. You never know. Texas High could get some J-Macking going on. You never know. So it's a lot of long way away from August.
Yeah.
Hell, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They could stick Texas High in Region 3. They were in Region 3 for a while, so they could throw a curveball and put East Texas in Region 3, and then it changed the dynamics of things.
But it's probably going to slide toward Region 2 just because you said the Fort Worth school.
Yep, because Fort Worth lost that district. So now you got a hole, so you got to shift everything over.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Oh, you going to be there February 1st, Matt? Or you going to do it from the crib?
No, I'll be there. We're doing Dave Campbell's. We're going to do like a live broadcast on YouTube from the announcement. We'll be having coaches.
From the actual spot out there?
Yeah. If we get pending internet, we got to get us, to push out a signal on the live stream. You got to have it pretty strong. So we're trying to get a hardwire to set up all of our radio equipment and stuff. So Pickle, all that technical stuff that I don't know how to do. She'll have to set all that up. So they're trying to work on that now. So fingers crossed. We couldn't get it 4 years ago. We couldn't do it because we didn't have a strong enough signal. And then 2 years ago, realignment, a damn ice storm hit Monday night, and we had to do realignment virtually. COVID, and that sucked. I hated doing it virtually. I like being there. It's fun.
Yeah, it's like
I think I'm gonna crash the party.
Yeah, it is like the draft.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Come on,
college
Coach, we gotta go.
Yeah. Everybody to be sitting out there bullshit.
College coaches come. Hell, Emmett Jones was there last time. Joey McGuire be there. It's just big. Just hanging out, and then everybody goes and has lunch afterwards because don't nobody want to go back to campus too early.
I'm gonna watch your broadcast.
There you go, Coach. I appreciate that. Get a little pub there. I'll give you a shout out.
Oh yeah, we definitely.
Hey, Coach Johnson. Every time I post a job opening on Twitter, Coach Johnson be putting in his suggestions for those jobs.
That's just my opinion. That was my opinion. That was just my opinion. I'm throwing my opinion out there. You
I was looking at
Fitz. I was looking at Fitz.
Yeah. I just hire you on as a consultant. Need to get you on as a consultant.
Hey, he threw my name out for the marshal job.
Yeah, Kyle won for the marshal job, man. I stand by that. Guess what?
Hey, Will, I ain't moving to Shreveport.
I will say this about like East Texas. I like Coach Todd. If Coach Todd, I know Coach Todd is coaching Dallas ISD his whole life. I think another place that Coach Todd could coach and be like a fit in his style would work would be in East Texas. Like I could see Coach Todd coaching like at
next
Marshall,
Longview coach, man.
I could see him coaching or Kilgore. I could see Coach Todd coaching at a place like that because those East Texas kids, you can coach them pretty hard and do something. So
I'm gonna throw something out there to y'all, and I want y'all to catch it and just sit on it to about. When do y'all come on Wednesday again?
Hey, Snoop, hold on, Snoop. I feel like Cam and Cameron and Maze. Hey man, we got a pause.
That was crazy. That was crazy, right?
Hey, sit on this one. Sit on this one now. Sit on this one. In about another year, the Fort Bend ISD gonna throw a big offer to Todd in one more year. Sit on that to Wednesday.
Okay. All right. You gotta break bread.
Okay.
But, hey, I say this about any offer. It never hurts to listen. It never hurts to listen to an offer. I'll never.
No, I'm
if
telling
someone wants to call me and talk about an offer, a job offer, I'm always going to listen.
I'm not saying what school. I'm just saying for it being ISD, they gonna throw the offer that's gonna make DISD say put up or shut up in one more year.
I think Duncanville gonna do that.
For it being ISD in one more year.
Duncanville gonna do that in one more year.
Shit, it might be DeSoto.
For it being in one more year.
What if Jerry Jones get a hold of Coach Todd's number? I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real money
for the job, Matt.
I drive Todd, whether he conscious or unconscious. We gonna make our way over to Frisco. We gonna make our way over to Frisco.
Hey, because Mathis might mess around and get that Texas State job after my man leave.
Yeah, I heard something.
I think Arizona's gonna be calling Coach Kenny at Texas State.
You think Jeb going to Washington?
He is. He already gone. Yeah, he's already gone.
I think
that,
Washington?
Hey, I think Cliff Kingsbury
to
Arizona.
That.
Will?
Huh?
I think it's Kingsbury back to Arizona.
He still got that place in Phoenix. He still got that place in Phoenix.
Oh, you think he going to Arizona?
He's such a horrible coach. Like that's a coach that's a good old boy. Like he ain't done shit ever in life. And Kingsbury ain't done shit other than Coach Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Football's OC.
What conference?
You're right.
Yeah.
Is Arizona going to the Big 12?
Yep.
No, they staying in the Pac-12.
No, they're going to the Big 12, Coach Carr.
Are they going to the Big 12?
Yeah, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah.
Is over.
Yeah,
that's what Kingsbury. I'm telling you, they can recruit it. Will telling you, dog.
They'll recruit Texas.
Now listen, Arizona did have a pipeline to Texas for a long time,
and they want they knew their staff. Obviously, they found out they were going to the Big 12. One of their guys kind of reached out to me asking for coaches' phone numbers because he was like, "We're going to start making a bigger push into Texas because we're joining the Big 12." Now that guy may go to Washington now because his head coach is leaving, but I know that was on there. They'd be smart to.
Well, I think Washington still going because Washington going to the they're going to the Big 10.
Yeah, they're going to the Big.
But do you think
they still gonna have to go get some cats from the South?
You think Arizona might go back and get that DC that just left to go to Texas? That's what I would do.
Somebody posted the candidates for Arizona, and I know Texas State's coach was one of the candidates. So
I think my man over there at UT San Antonio gonna have a shot at it.
Jeff Traylor?
Traylor, yeah, he's been good too. Yeah,
he should.
I'm saying it's some connection. It's some connection in the athletic department with UT San Antonio. I know that.
Okay.
I know that from a basketball situation. It's a guy in the athletic office.
Hey, Ward, you saw Muschamp. He gonna do an off the field roll and out of T-Rob to DC and Georgia.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Muschamp going to like the off the field role so he can spend more time with his family, and then now he the new defense coordinator he got from Alabama.
You know that's his boy.
Yeah.
That's his boy.
A lot of moving.
Good to have friends, brother.
Harbaugh to Dallas.
That's who I want.
I think that's what they need to do, though.
I'd be down with that. Harbaugh's a weirdo. He's a weird guy. Harbaugh's a weird guy, but that dude can coach some ball, man.
Y'all don't think the young fella, the young offensive coordinator with the Texans is gonna be the hottest name out there?
Nah, it's gonna be Harbaugh.
He'll be the hot name, but I don't know if Cowboys will want to bring. I think the Cowboys will want to bring in somebody with some experience, you know.
But I'm saying Jerry Jones.
When's the last time the Cowboys had a black head coach?
No, I'm talking about the young offensive coordinator.
I think they'll probably go with the guy. I think they'll probably go with the guy from Detroit first.
Nah, I think they're gonna go with Harbaugh.
They go on Harbaugh.
I don't think
Harbaugh going everywhere he's been.
Harbaugh not gonna mess with Jerry. Harbaugh not gonna mess with Jerry Jones.
Harbaugh got to get out of there, man. He about to get put on
If
probation.
he ain't gonna mess with Jerry Jones, then that's the one they need to go get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's where they had the most success.
He's gonna have to have all the control, though.
Coach Carr, you talking about Aaron Glenn, right?
No, I was talking about the OC.
Johnson. Ben Johnson.
Yeah. He's a white guy. That's a white guy.
Yeah. I was asking, has Dallas ever had?
No, they never had a black head coach. No.
Hey, Kyle Ward to Texas as a DB coach.
I say Kyle Ward to the Cowboys.
Now you going to Texas? Texas pay more money than the Cowboys.
I would say go to head coach.
You got more perks than Texas.
That's a good look right there. No, that's a good look.
Hey, Snoop, he's going to be the new Bruce Chambers.
Hey.
Nah. No.
Hey.
You don't want to be Bruce?
No, never.
Hey,
never.
Bruce
ever.
went down to Texas at 8, B.
Hey, good.
Had a great career down there.
Tom got a nice little old travel schedule together. I might try to come over there and get me a quality control job for about 3 weeks.
Hey, Snoop, we got something in the works for you. I'm working on the mega plan right now.
Hey, 3 weeks after the preseason, though, after the non-district over.
Because you got to go back to Kimball.
I didn't want to put one of the boxes on my hip right there with my headsets right there. Just walk around like I'm talking to y'all. Just sit down here like J-Mac. I just want to look up when it's third down and myself. I just want to look down the sideline like this.
Hey, when I was at Lincoln, we gave Barry a headset that didn't work.
Oh.
That didn't work. Barry wore that headset every week with his hands.
Oh yeah.
Dude, my Snoop.
Coach Jordan used to turn the headsets down on some of them guys over at Kimball. He used to cut them off.
Yeah, because if you ain't saying shit, you don't need to be heard.
He just cut them off.
God damn.
That's my kind of coach.
Yeah, if you see
anyway, fellas, we gonna get around here.
Turned up, you can't hear nothing he say.
J-Mac, go on and shut us down. J-Mac, you over there blinking, your eyes blinking. I can see you through your glasses, just eyes blinking.
Yeah, man. Johnny,
the problem
Johnny
ain't the time. The problem is the Johnny.
The problem is the Cowboy. He keep going back to this abusive relationship.
I'm hurt.
J-Mac, I'm a Cowboy fan too. I'm talking about too, but I'm a fan. Because guess what? On Tuesday, while y'all walking around hurt all week, Dak gonna get a big old about $2 million. He gonna get paid. So guess what? When they gave me 18 games, 17 games, I'm gonna turn around next year. And guess what? I'm gonna be right there, game one again.
Hey, I ain't going nowhere. I told Ty it's like abusive relationship. I ain't going nowhere.
That's my team.
I'm sick of it right now. I didn't wear nothing Cowboy. I got my favorite Cowboy shirts on up under the hoodie. I put the hoodie on over. But it's all. I'm mad at him right now. Come draft time, man. I'm a big draft guy. I'm gonna be studying all that. I'll be.
That's the fun of the whole thing. We're gonna be mad. We all gonna be walking around looking at our newspaper and draft boards like we doing the picks.
Yeah. Hey, we got 2 games tomorrow, J-Mac. We got two playoff games tomorrow to watch.
Yeah.
Damn, do. I'll be watching.
Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Huh?
Pittsburgh and Buffalo's the first game. Yeah, at 3:30. Pittsburgh and Buffalo. So we got 2 football games to watch tomorrow. That's I ain't complaining about that.
And basketball, because I'm watching basketball now.
We got NBA all day. Yeah,
NBA and high school. I'm gonna catch me some high school games on Tuesday and Friday. Catch up with Snoop.
All right, then. Y'all have a good night.
All right, fella.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You are looking live at
The Dub is 3, 2. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 get ready, 4 to let go. Talking that talk is all that we don't. It's football time, we ready to roll. We bringing the coaches close to the fans. Answering questions not from the stands. D1 players for offers and hands. From DF Dubs, the best of the land. 8, 6 be coming to play like 8. 5 be coming to play like 8. 4 and 3 be coming like 8. Private schools be making it 8. Cool in the game, Fad and Brian doing our thing. Weird and Jeremy ready to swing. Oh, I forgot it's a Carter thing. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. At DF Dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub.